agree with that. Okay, how about we build a new deck on the stream for the people,
Okay.
but I'm not going to promise it's one of the decks that you already posted because I'm not
Oh,
going to
come
lie.
on.
That looked it doesn't look like those decks could actually ever beat an Oak or an Uro.
I think with my help, they could win.
I see. You're optimistic.
I think you need me to do well, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I will not.
are
I
we
will
live?
not put that
Are we?
theory away yet. You know.
Have we started streaming, by the way?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, sweet.
Jax has resubbed 4 months. Thank you, Jax, buddy.
Boo! He's gonna unsub as soon as you say thank you.
Really?
No, not really.
It's kind of hard to do that. I don't think Twitch actually allows you to do that.
No. Oh
Um,
my god, I'm seeing his messages. That's so nice.
yeah, he typed out white faces one letter at a time on different rows,
I
which
can
is
see.
that's something you can do.
Uh,
So, have you had a good holiday so far? I don't
I
know.
have.
Are you on holidays still, or not really?
Yeah. I mean, so I was at work today, and I'm working tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Although it's kind of like short hours, and I was given the choice kind of working, but it was like, look, if you really don't want to, you don't have to, but we really, really need you to, kind of thing. And then I'm not meant to work on Thursday, but I know that there's someone trying to deliver something which is important to get. So I'm just kind of just taking on the chin. And but I've had like half a week off, which is more than the rest of the year, so I'm quite happy with it.
Nice. Okay. And I hope they give you more money for working those days. Like it's holiday, right? So
Kind
maybe
of,
they
yeah.
do, maybe they don't. Um,
Not technically, but I get bonuses and stuff.
okay. So
So
that
I just like to point out the chat is asking for Hitsugu's second right.
well, that's your co-conspirator in arms. So that counts
No,
as
no,
the
no.
same vote as you.
I've never heard of kind MTG before. That's
I do
completely
not believe you. I know he is British for a fact. So
no, kind of
uh,
kind of tell Jarvis that you're not British and we don't know each other.
you just told him to tell me that.
What? No. Oh shit! Wrong chat. Wrong chat. Wrong screen.
Wrong chat. You said it into your microphone.
Wrong microphone. Fuck.
Do you have multiple mic? I could believe you have multiple microphones at your
I
place.
do. I have the microphone which I'm using now and the webcam microphone.
All right.
Do look at the chat. Actually, not British. He's not.
Does he live in London?
No, he doesn't. I swear on Arclight Phoenix, he's not British and doesn't live in London.
Does he live in the United Kingdom?
Pass.
Pass. Okay. Okay. So he does not have British citizenship, is what you're saying.
Whoa! You can't just say someone doesn't have British citizenship. Jarvis, this is a nice stream.
Okay. Joking aside, I took the old list that that person posted and I cut off the opposition agents from it because I think that cards are really not that good.
I think the card is not that good, but I think it's actually quite good in this deck. When you have Daze and Dark Ritual.
Well, I added a Bolt, a Thoughtseize, and an Arcanist.
That's incredibly Jarvis of you.
What, to take out bad cards for cards that cost 1 mana and are better?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Alright, I just wanted to be on the same page here.
Oh my god!
Wow!
Look
Look
Tom
at
popping
that.
off.
Tom?
Oh,
How
Tom
many-
is way
how
too
many-
nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five gifted subs from one Negator 77. Not quite Negator gifted five. Oh, I ruined the joke. I was gonna make some dumb five joke, but I couldn't figure out how to make it. But
Yeah.
it's great. 6 subs today so
Cool.
far. So that means I have to open at least 6 chests at the end of the
Hell
stream.
yeah.
That's what everyone's here for.
How many chests do you have? Are you Jarvis rich? 107. Can we get 107 chats and subs in chat?
Well, I
Like an
would take
open all.
that. That would be the equivalent of an open all.
Okay.
All right. Joking aside, that's the only thing I changed about the deck. The opposition agents. I don't know.
Can we put one agent over a Thoughtseize or a lightning bolt or Arcanist even?
All right. You know what? I'll do it for you. I'll
Just
rent
for me.
one
One
opposition
bad
agent.
card just for me.
Yeah. And it'll probably be very good occasionally.
But I agree with you. I don't think I think the card was overhyped by a lot of people, like, including myself and stuff. And
I mean, I looked at it and it looked like Aven Mind Sensor to me, and Aven Mind Sensor is not breaking the format.
Yeah, but you're smart, and some people like me are not. So you have to let us have our time in the sun sometimes. What was I going to say? No, as I think it is actually pretty strong snagging effect, because it's not just mana instant. So like you get the land as well. It's pretty good in a deck with days and putting back your own lands if you take theirs. And using days to protect it and Dark Ritual's powered out. I think this is one of the best shells for it anyway.
So Card Hoarder now lets me rent the commander.
Dude, who the fuck is CH Loan 2? Are you cheating on me with CH Loan Delivery 2?
Card Hoarder Loan Delivery bot 2?
Yeah. Who are they, Jarvis?
They're a bot. They have no sentience.
You're cheating on me with a bot. That's a pretty devastating.
That was the wrong takeaway from that. Why? How could you take... That was your takeaway? Alright, just for you, I know you hate the card. I'll cut an Arcanist.
I don't think it's as good in... Well, it's good in Delver Shells, but it doesn't work very well with Phoenix. So, yeah, makes sense.
It's fine. I mean, flashing back the cantrip so you set up the Phoenix next turn is what actually happens in this deck, I think.
Yeah, that's true. It is good, but I think there are more diminishing returns than in Delver. And, like, the power of the combo kind of goes down a bit.
So we have to rejoin, and I have to make sure... This is... Alright, there we go. It's always hard to tell which deck you're actually joining with. Yeah. Speaking of which, I should probably update the cardboard live.
So I'm secretly hoping that it doesn't fire, but
we're past the minimum.
Oh, is it 12 now?
Yeah, it's 12 4 rounds, which also means you don't have to stay up so late. But
Oh yeah, true.
That's cool. There are upsides and there are downsides.
Cool. It's only 10 to 7. Yeah, so.
Oh, nice. Wait.
It's not like usual where we start at 11.
Oh, I see. It is +5 for you, but that's fine because this +5 is at a reasonable time for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Indeed. I agree with Jax. And also, hey, Basic Swamps. How's it going? Gavin, right? I think. Jax says Kobold's transformational sideboard. Makes sense. Doomsday is bad against Flusterstorm, whereas Kobolds aren't. Bloodsong. What's Bloodsong? Ooh, we could... You know what would be cool? If you Doomsday for 4 Phoenixes and then something else, then you play Memory Sluice to mill yourself. What about that, Jarvis?
What is Bloodsong? One sec. Song of Blood. That's the card. Not okay. I knew what Song of Blood was. I didn't know what Bloodsong was.
I didn't know what that is. That's
cool. Because there was a famous tournament report written back in the day using that card, but that was completely fake.
That card is sick.
It was called Playing Song of Blood aggro at regionals. And it was completely fake tournament report, in the style of like the source.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah. All right.
Oh man, I love that card with Phoenixes. That's so good with Doomsday. Can we play one? Wow, look at the trash talk from
Tom. Giftstorm is woefully unplayable, so I disagree with you. It's like actually 100% unplayable.
100% unplayable.
Yeah.
That's pretty unplayable.
It is. It is extremely unplayable.
What if Phoenix is 101% unplayable?
It's not, because I at least went 3-1 with that deck in the prelim, and we actually got crushed by Mill twice as Storm. That's always been the 0% matchup, but I think the fact that your Gifts Ungiven can be veiled as well, and Force of Negation, actually owns your Pass and Flames, I actually do think the deck is bad. Like, unfortunately.
Fair enough. I like that deck. I never played it, but I've always liked it.
Well, Shroud has played plenty of it, so you can get the information through him that he can reassure you that it's unplayable still.
Okay, fine.
I'm memeing a little bit because one of the trophy leaders is playing Giftstorm, but I'm not sure that they wouldn't even do better with a different deck, is what I'm saying. You know how what I mean? Like maybe they would win even more if they played a better deck.
Yeah. Do you think we would do better with the decks I sent you though than with Phoenix?
No.
I think we should let the chat decide.
Well, you can tweet it afterwards, and they can decide afterwards.
Can we just pull one of them up? Pull up the dinosaur one.
All right.
I mean, these decks. I think the decks are quite good, and you are underrating them.
Dinosaur one. Which one is that? The Abzan one?
Yeah, Enraged Ceratops. So it's like mono black splashing a 2-drop dinosaur.
That sounds really bad when you put it that way. It sounds like even worse.
I'm trying to hype it up here. Okay, look at this. Do you understand the combos?
Yeah, Pestilence and Stuff Eat All.
And Fungasaur or Siege-Horn Ceratops.
You know you have Darksteel Citadel in your Siege-Horn Ceratops Phylactery Lich deck.
Yeah, because it's a combo with Phylactery Lich. And you just use Arkham's Astrolabe to use the Citadel mana to cast the Lich.
Chat.
Astrolabe,
do you see my eyebrows of skepticism when Callum claims that this deck can beat... You know what all of the cards you've listed are bad against? Oko, Thief of Crowns.
No, they're not.
Yet they actually are.
Siege-Horn Ceratops, you deal like 5 damage to it. It's a 12-12. And then Oko just makes it a 13-13. And what? Yeah, Jarvis.
Also, none of your creatures are actually good for Swords to Plowshares.
Yeah, none of your creatures are good versus Swords to Plowshares.
Yeah, that's true, but I can make 3 Phoenixes for the cost of 2.
But I can make Phoenixes for the cost of 2.
3 cards.
3 cards. 3 cards. Okay,
Lord
fine.
Matri asked, why aren't we playing this deck?
Exactly.
Because I don't believe this deck can actually cast any of its cards.
Have you seen all those swamps in the deck? And those black
cards? Imagine drawing 5 swamps, 2 Siege-Horn Ceratops as an opening hand.
And then you draw Arkham's Astrolabe, and everything's right again.
No, you still can't cast Siege-Horn Ceratops.
Yeah, Shop is right. Did you see Mox Opal and Lotus Petal? Jarvis, are you even looking at the same deck list? And dude, Withering Wisps. Do you know what Withering Wisps does without looking it up?
Yeah, it's a 1 black enchantment. You can pay a snow mana and it deals 1 to each creature. And no, if you pay snow mana, it deals 2 to every creature.
No, guys, look, see, chat, he's...
I was close. Yeah, but I'm going to look it up now. Oh, man, I actually was close.
Yeah, you were close.
I remember to use snow mana somehow, and the actual answer is it doesn't actually use snow mana, it just checks for snow swamps, which is really weird, but here's the original printing, which is why. It's from Ice Age.
Yeah, it's cool. Okay, what about the other deck? Can you pull that one up?
Alright, I'll pull it up just for you. I also believe it is really not very good.
Which one do you think is better? I know, I'd like
probably the one that can cast its spells. Which is probably this one.
Which one is that?
It's probably this one. This one can definitely cast its spells, you know?
All right.
Would you believe that I actually know what Tree of Perdition does without looking it up?
Yeah, I believe you.
Okay.
Because you've probably played it in like a limited GP or something.
I did not, but I also remember Tree of Redemption, and they mirror each other.
Crazy. So do you understand all the nuances of this deck?
No. So why don't you talk me through all of the nuances of this deck?
So Tree of Perdition and Triskaidekaphobia are what you would call a twin situation.
Oh my god. Yes, they are, technically.
I mean, yeah, I'm glad you agree, because they clearly are a twin situation. Triskaidekaphobia is, if your opponent has 13 life at the beginning of their upkeep, they lose. Tree of Perdition swaps its 13 toughness with their life total. So those two together basically twin out your opponent. You're also, if you want to hit Hitsugu's second right your opponent, you can deal damage to them and stuff. The Blood Suns are there because your combo loses to a fetch land otherwise.
Okay,
see?
Wait, hold on.
It's really thought out. It's really clever.
Did you know what Triskaidekaphobia meant before this card came out?
No, I still don't.
It means Fear of 13. Like, I'm not even joking. Is that so cool?
I did Google that. I just forgot.
Oh, you forgot. And then I reminded you because Triskaidekaphobia, I think, is a home run flavor card on so many levels.
Have you seen the art? I think there's like loads of references.
There's like 13 little dangling things, I believe.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I can't spell the card. But fortunately, it knew.
Yeah,
wait, it was reprinted in Masters 25? Okay, but we have to go to OG.
So look, there's 13 bits of glass on the floor. There's 13 logs of wood. There's 13 utensils. 13 drops of blood.
Yep.
Um,
Maybe
yeah.
there's 13 sets of 13 things.
Could be.
I don't know.
There's only one person running away, unless I'm bad at counting.
Yeah, I don't know. This card is cool. I agree with that. People tried to kill people with this card and construct it so much because obviously, like,
I did this in Vintage. So I did this with Punishing Fire to try and obviously. So the Grove and Punishing Fire is to try and manage your opponent's life total. But it's the Bloodstones were a recent addition to the first ways I tried to do it because it's really hard trying to adjust their life total when they're just like fetching and yeah.
Min says it would be funny if there was a 14th thing somewhere. No, I think
that
would actually ruin it.
That would completely ruin it.
Yeah.
Min's just trying to ruin stuff. That's so unfun.
Yeah. Classic Tundra player, you know?
Can we ban him?
No.
Okay.
But I thought about it. Okay. Which is the important part, right?
That's basically the same. It's the thought that counts.
Jorbs. Oh, we got a Jorbs in chat. Triskaidekaphobia is just Hitagutsu's second right with more steps.
So we're basically doubling up on the combos, though, even though one is better than the other.
Yes.
All right. You ready for some good cards?
Our opponent was last playing Snowco.
Sweet.
I think our deck is actually pretty good versus that. You know?
Seems alright.
Yeah.
Turn 1 ritual, daze it.
I'm probably not doing that.
God. I mean, you'll understand Legacy one day, but this is how I get all my reps in.
You get your reps by dazing your own spells for no gain?
Yeah, well, how do you know that's a bad play until you try it?
Let me ask you something. How do you know Goblin Guide is bad in Miracle Control deck?
It probably isn't. It's a good sideboard card against combo. You just get it down turn 1, and then you can counter everything they do.
I didn't consider that, but I probably should have. Wow. Well, by the way, Jorbs, did you actually stream Arena Cube with LSV? I saw you were supposed to, but it seemed like your connection cut out or something. Also, Jorbs is laughing at the fact that Arcanus has trample.
It is really stupid, isn't it? Like, why does it have trample? Very silly. Wasn't there a PT where it came up recently?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
I wouldn't daze this.
Oh no! I think I should just play Arcanus turn 2.
Yeah, I agree.
And then if we hit the Buried Alive off our Brainstorm on turn 3, it's really good.
Yeah, I agree. I would have actually led with the Strand here just in case they're not Snowco and playing Delver.
Oh, sure. I think for C, we're safe to fetch another dual land, personally.
Yeah, I'd get Volk now.
Yep.
So you can Brainstorm turn 3 off the Volk first. Yeah, seems good.
Oh, so Jorbs did stream Arena Cube co-op with LSV, but LSV's internet didn't hold up. So then Jorbs had to pretend that he knew what was going on by himself. Which, to be fair, with modern card design, that's not that easy.
It's totally easy. You just, I don't know.
All right.
You just take all the red cards.
I'm not sure that works in Arena Cube, but I guess it could.
Oh, I 7-1 to draft with all red cards 2 days ago.
I thought you hate red cards.
Yeah, but sometimes I need to just relax and not think very much. All right, come on, Buried Alive.
Jorb says, I got killed by Embercleave so fast multiple times I didn't finish reading the card before it killed me either time.
Nice.
So I think I should actually put 2 lands back, play a fetch, and see if I get to connect first.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put the dual lands back, I think, and play Strand, probably.
Yep. I'm just thinking if there's any way we can bait something by casting the Dark Ritual, because the Dark Ritual is almost kind of dead now. But it's probably just worth taking a shuffle and trying to find another cantrip. So yeah, I agree with your play. Yeah.
I think there's a good chance this gets decayed right here, though, unfortunately.
Sup, Max? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's dead. Yeah.
Who could have seen that coming?
Not me.
All right. So now I just say go, I think.
Yeah, I agree. We could Thoughtseize because of Oko, but we have the days. If we didn't have the days, I think we would.
Yeah, I agree. on all
And like
accounts.
next turn, I think we're priced into thought seizing.
Man, Daze is so good versus these snow decks.
Yeah, Daze is just absurdly good.
I'm not going to Daze that, I think. Don't think it accomplishes very much. Unless if you think I should?
I think I would. Yeah, I think it does accomplish quite a lot, actually.
Is there a reason we didn't want to Thoughtseize? We might not have enough spells, is the actual answer.
I would take back the C, because if you draw a cantrip, you want to... I guess we want to Thoughtseize next turn, though. Hold on, because if we draw a cantrip, I guess the Floodstrand makes it almost irrelevant, but we're fetching the Floodstrand anyway.
Yeah. So my instinct was to pick up the Volcanic.
So I think because we're fetching a C with the Strand, and because we want 2, because we're going to be casting more blackguards. I think if we draw a cantrip, we're going to be casting off the Volk, and then we'll have 2 C's in play.
All right. It all checks out.
Check.
I really wish we had drawn Buried Alive that turn. That would have been really, really, really good.
Yeah.
And we know our top cards, so like it's not like we're actually giving up. Brainstorm's decent.
That's a really good one. Okay, so...
well, that's not too bad. Now we can put back the Dark Ritual, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And the other C.
Yeah, and I think I just Thoughtseize them.
Actually, hold on. Let's put back a Thoughtseize in the C, because we can ponder for Buried Alive. We can fetch with the Delta.
If I'm going to do that, shouldn't I just put back Force of Will?
Well, you might miss Buried Alive, but find like good cards and another blue card.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So you want to put back C?
I want to put a C Thoughtseize.
Right, sure.
And then fetch for a C, and yeah, ponder. I think it makes sense.
It does. Okay,
very nice.
Well,
I guess we hope they don't have a force here, but we are putting them under.
So
I would take both.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to take both because just casting them is like actually a threat versus deck as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
We could just wait a turn. So then we have Thoughtseize, Dark Ritual, Buried Alive.
Well, the problem is I put both Buried Alives on top, so I can't actually wait.
You can just cast things next turn. Next turn we can just go Thoughtseize, Dark Ritual, Buried Alive. But I think we can go for it.
Yeah, my instinct is just see what happens.
Yeah.
I know this deck doesn't play Daze or anything like that, so this basically 2-for-1s them.
Yeah.
If they have it.
Okay. Yeah. It's still an okay exchange, I guess. I'm just worried about the Euro now. But yeah, we can cast the Buried Alive next turn so we don't draw the land. And then we just need to draw a cantrip and we're pretty good. Alright, so they're 1 card away off the Euro, which is pretty important. It doesn't come out here. So yeah, just slam that and then... yeah, hopefully we just draw a cantrip next turn.
Yeah, we get to shuffle the Delta away this way as well, so...
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've just heard my doorbell ring. I'm back in 1 second.
All right, chat. We need a cantrip, chat. Cantrip.
All right, I'm back, and this is looking way worse. Jarvis, what have you done? Jarvis.
I didn't do anything. But I'm definitely casting this end step. I think I have to.
Yeah, sure. I think in obviously hindsight.
So you think waiting was better then, is what you're...
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the Euro, it makes the force actually really good.
Right.
If they didn't have the Euro in the graveyard, then because they're fine trading there because they're going to win the resource war.
Right.
So, oh, yeah. You know, obviously they'd have like a Manic Veil if they untapped, so Sod's Law. Just let this go, I guess.
Yeah. My plan is to draw a cantrip, but it might be too late, actually. Is this a legal stream? Why wouldn't it be?
It's illegally fun. Illegally funny.
For what's worth, I think this plan is just so good in this matchup. The Doomsday plan, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, it's 2-turn clock now, so we need to draw something now.
A cantrip, probably.
Yeah. And then we don't really have a chance, actually. The Phoenix don't beat Uro. Or that. I guess, yeah.
I think I'm supposed to let it resolve and just try to force through my cantrip, probably.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, this is bad no matter what. Yeah. Arya says someone in the chat is guilty of PT champion identity theft. So Thoughtseize, force my Thoughtseize.
Yeah. Well, Thoughtseize let it resolve first, and then I guess it doesn't matter. Right. Tough decision.
Yep.
All right. So our out after this is like drawing Ponder into 2 more Ponders for a few turns in a row.
Yeah, it's not great. So I should send 2 Phoenixes at Oko and leave the other one back, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. Indeed. Let's go. I think it sounds pretty easy, pretty reasonable.
And also, they're still drawing more cards off of this.
Yeah.
What an egregious card sometimes.
Yeah. Yep. It is interesting, though, because, I mean, obviously, hindsight, they had the Force, but, I mean, next turn, if they just, like, go Ponder into Uro, which they could have done, it's not gross.
Right. Yeah, I don't really...
No, we'd have a way to do it.
So I don't love Lightning Bolt in this matchup, personally. I think it's, like...
No. I think we can pretty much just, like, take out the Phoenix plan and...
Well, so what I found the last time we played this deck was the Phoenixes were good at pressuring Oko, just like hard casts, because you usually had enough time for that.
But do you like...
I want to cut this card.
Okay.
And I want to cut the bolts.
Okay.
Then the thing, I think we're shaving on stuff, essentially, around the edges. Like,
I would cut, like, 1 or 2 Force of Wills, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think you actually need them. But
yeah.
So we want that. We want that. Want these.
Maybe 1 Buried Alive 1 days.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, I think that's what we did last time. We shaved, but we still had the capability of doing it still.
Cool. Yeah, I like that.
Maybe not a Daze. I think Daze is like really, really, really dumb.
I guess on the play it's pretty good, yeah, sure.
Maybe I can cut like...
We can cut a basic if you want, but 15 lands is quite few.
Maybe I can just cut a 3rd Force in this matchup, actually.
Could be.
Yeah.
Do you think there's merit to... I guess we can... Just thinking if we want like 1 Lightning Bolt in case we want it in a pile against a potential Meddling Mage or something.
Well... Are they necessarily going to side in Meddling Mage versus anyways? Like,
I think they would. It's probably fine not to. Just kind of thinking out loud.
I think I'm fine not doing that personally, right?
Yeah, true. Okay, I like this. Well, they have cards in their deck. Don't you want Surgical Extraction? No.
So when I play normal Delver versus Snow, I actually do like Surgical for a bunch of reasons, but when I play like this deck versus Snow, I don't think I ever want that card, really.
Yeah, joking aside, I agree.
Alright, cool. Right. We have
Cavern Wizard Delver. Hell yeah, let's go. I don't know if you want to actually do that.
I don't think you should actually do that almost ever.
I know. Well, you can still cast the...
I think here I'm supposed to go Volk Delver.
Yeah...
God, I missed you, Jorbs. I've been watching a lot of your streams quietly, Jorbs. Although...
Well, Jorbs knows what's up. Like, if a deck has cards in them, then you've got to Surgical them.
Actually, oh damn, this actually might be really bad because I have this card in my hand, right?
I think it's fine.
Yeah,
Like,
it's. I mean, the deck is slow, but
yeah. Nice. This is just good deck building. Calculated.
Unfortunately, that tells so much about our deck too, right? Is the other problem.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm still casting the Ponder.
All right, let's
So
go
I
for
just Ritual Doomsday.
it. Yeah,
I mean, we have the cavern, so we don't even have to put that in the pile, right?
yeah, totally.
All right. We got them on all axes. We're attacking them, and we're casting Doomsday on turn 2.
Oh
right.
shit! What do we do now? Oh no! I'm bad at the spit.
No, this is fine.
Can we just go 3 Delvers and 2 things?
Do you really want to do that? Like,
no, I'm joking. It'd be pretty funny though, because next time we can go like, oh, okay, but it's terrible. But it'd be so funny if we just go like Delvers. Next time we can cycle Edge of Autumn with the Swamp, and play 2 Delvers off Cavern and Volk. How funny would that be?
is that even good? Like, I mean, joking aside, we have such limited resources left because we're only going to have 5 cards in our deck.
I know.
I don't think we should actually do it. I think I actually am supposed to put like a Thought Season in my pile.
Yeah,
probably. Sure. And maybe like Flusterstorm is worthless because I'm not going to have you know what I mean, right? Like Fluster doesn't actually do anything because I'm not going to have enough blue mana.
Yeah. Do you think we should put another blue source in case they Assassin's Trophy the Volk at all? Maybe we can put a Daze at the top of the pile because we can Edge of Autumn into it to save the Volk if we really need to.
Okay. So maybe like Island, Oracle.
We don't need the extra land. If we can have a Daze, that's our second blue source. Because we can Daze it back.
Right.
All right. So Oracle, Daze.
Well, okay, so putting an island in your pile doesn't cost you much if you are scared of that happening, right?
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Daze, and I don't know, like maybe like.
Well, maybe another cantrip because we're going to cost.
Thoughtseize is kind of free to put in, right?
Yeah, true. Okay.
And like a cantrip, maybe.
Sure.
Maybe like Ponder or Preordain. I'm not sure which is better.
Yeah, they're both fine because Brainstorm you don't need because our hand is all useful cards as well. Yep. Yeah. Okay. I'll be honest. I'm terrible at this kind of stuff. So let's just.
I thought you played a bunch of Doomsday.
No, I was too impatient to learn it properly.
That's so on brand for you.
it's the honest truth. Like I've got the attention span of a squirrel, so.
I mean I know that, but I didn't want to give away your spot.
No, that's cool.
Jorbs is like, what? Don't do yet. Was this? They don't make Magic like they used to.
Well, this is just good, clean living.
Thassa's Oracle made the deck a lot better. I think Jorbs is the actual reality.
All right, let's ponder. I guess ponder into the Thoughtseize.
Do I even want to cast it this turn because of Veil?
Like, that's true.
That I mean, I'm fine putting it into my hand. I'm not sure I actually want to cast it. You know.
Yeah, might as well go Oracle bottom, then Preordain and Thoughtseize, I guess. Thank you, Schlumpf and Sumpf. Happy holidays to you too.
There's no reason to play this land because if that gets trophied, that's like an actual disaster, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Oh shit, we forgot to put the Oracle in the pile.
No, we didn't.
Jax is doing the old troll-a-rooney.
I mean, don't scare me like that. I'm too old for that. That'll just give me a heart attack and I'll flop on the floor and be dead.
Do you think they're gonna play Ice Fang?
Yes.
Pew.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Got you. They didn't hurt.
I wish this contributed 1 blue symbol to my Thassa's Oracle.
Oh yeah, it doesn't, does it?
No, it doesn't. I mean, it still has convert mana cost 1, but doesn't have the 1 pip for that.
That's weird. Okay. It's funny that the Delver just doesn't do anything because we're going to draw our deck before it even closes. Unless we put a bolt in the pile. Maybe, yeah. This is a reason to put a bolt, Jarvis.
I don't know. So, I mean, Doomsday already hurts my head, and it really hurts my head.
I think Thoughtseize here.
Yeah.
Let's say wait because next turn. Okay. No. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That's fine.
I don't think they're able to do much.
I need to cast this to play
Oh.
a run removal spell because I'm going to have 2 blue next turn.
Yeah. I think we keep those. Which order do you put it in? We should have thought about that a bit longer, Jarvis.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, we said it out of the bolts. I was questioning if we want to leave one in for whatever reasons, but
I guess technically I should have actually drawn the Oracle because what if I get like Thought Scoured or some shit?
well, then we lose in our upkeep.
Does that do anything?
I would daze this. It takes them off 2 mana. Like we might as well.
Oh, right.
I don't know what they could have, but
I like how we did not use this Edge of Autumn.
yeah. So could we have played it last turn then? Oh, we needed to preordain, yeah. So I think we could have made a pile where we would have
Yeah, I don't know. I'm too stupid.
Turn.
So it's a wizard, right?
Yeah, just hope they don't have a stifle, I guess.
That would be a beat, but it looks like they're stock because they show us decay.
Yeah.
Like decay indicates to me that they usually don't have stifle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously they can put stifle in their deck if they want to.
Yeah,
but...
I mean, like Anorak's played one on and off in these kind of decks. So is Mark, but I think you're right though. It's the only thing I can think of that stops it. So,
nice. You love to see it.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
It is nice that the Doomsday package, because of Thassa's Oracle, is so compact that you're allowed to put it. Well, also because it just has overlap with your Dark Rituals already. Otherwise, it doesn't work. I think, right?
Yeah. Very much agree. I think same sideboarding makes sense. Maybe we can swap a daze for a Forcible on the draw.
Their deck is mostly 3-drops.
Yeah, but we saw like... But the thing is, post-board, they play so differently. Like, it's really good from Delver because their threatening cards are tap out. But from us, they have so much more reactive cards. They're leaving up mana for days and Pyroblast and stuff.
Oh, Drebs wanted to know what Thassa's Oracle does. It wins the game if you have no cards in your library. Otherwise, it's like kind of vulnerable to removal if you're not careful.
Yeah, they'll definitely have Pyroblast.
Versus them, I knew we could just draw all 5 cards eventually and just cast and win. So, which is a pretty safe place to be. I don't know. This is probably fine. All right, game 3 versus Snow, which I know is not your favorite deck.
I mean, I've always been a sucker for like kind of grindy mid-range decks. It's just when you see it so much, it's like, oh. This hand is not great, but I probably would keep it.
I think this is like on the bottom end of hands I would keep. I mean, it's hard to sell to mulligan a hand that's Brainstorm and 2 lands, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I think I should have just Thoughtseize on one, I think.
I agree. Yeah, I would be Thoughtseizing.
Off probably Volk.
You can't
that's kind of interesting. Do I play that instead?
I like your Thoughtseize off Volk idea.
Oh, that's not very possible, is it?
Yeah, play. I kind of want to Thoughtseize first. I think I would Thoughtseize first, actually.
All right.
Like because of Veil and Pyroblast on the Delver Brainstorm and stuff. All right.
I want to take the Ponder. Is that maniacal? It kind of is, isn't it?
What's okay? The Astrolabe, because the carpet is pretty good because we are playing lands out. They could easily just ponder and miss. I think I like taking the carpet.
All right. Oh yeah, the carpet is like all of the lands that they need, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like they could just obviously miss here, and that'd be sweet. They chose to shuffle, and they drew another shuffle. It's fine.
Okay. So the Buried Alives are basically off the table now, but that's okay.
Yeah. So that means we want to keep the Brainstorm for longer if possible because of the spell bomb.
So do you want to just play Delver?
I would just play the Delver, yeah.
And play a fetch? Because if we see a bad card, then we can shuffle it away.
Exactly. If they hit land number 3 and jam Oko, we can be like brainstorming for days. But at this point, I think because we have now some pretty bad draws, we want to be saving the brainstorm for as long as possible. Okay,
Oh my
just
god.
skilled magician. It's okay.
Yeah, that's
We'll
kind of a
probably play
tilt. Alright, well, that one I don't care about.
Yeah. Kind of do, but not enough
I
to brainstorm.
mean, we got the Pyroblast resistant Delver. We do.
Oh, they've just drawn all the lands, so they're gonna plow this probably. So let's see what we see. At least we get a scry off it. Which a scry right now is actually pretty important. I think they were meant to do it.
Okay, I don't think I want to draw that.
No.
Because I don't think the game will be won by that
yeah, because of the Euro. No, you're right.
Yeah, no. I think I want to find Doomsday.
Yeah, true.
And just cast it.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, okay. So they have Oko, Plow, Unknown. I think I just attack and jam, probably.
Yep. Sounds good to me. That was a good draw. Nice one, Jarvis.
I skillfully shuffled my deck so it would top deck a BVP card.
Yeah. Very good. Oh, and we can put an instant or sorcery on the top. That's just good deck building. I'll get another C, I think.
I'm thinking, is there a way for me to play around back to basics? Probably not. Well, I guess I'll have 2 lands for it eventually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
As well as the Vulcan, the thingy.
Oh, wow, they drew a Brainstorm? Okay. Boarding forward, Doomsday's deranged? I don't think it's that deranged.
We need to be careful not to just die to Oko, like, smashing us.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Boo.
Oh, and they get to keep the Oko and swords. So they brainstorm into Force plus another arrow. That was quite good.
Wait. They played a Vista, so they can't have both. So they put the Plow away, probably?
Probably, yeah. And they probably just play arrow here. Or they kept the Plow and gonna win with the arrow.
So I guess the plan is to brainstorm into another Doomsday, because like I don't think anything else is winning, really.
Yeah. I think so. At least we kind of have the Delver as a blocker. Like, we go down to 8, and then Uro does kill pretty quickly. So. No, okay. It is another blocker. So yeah, let's.
So I can fetch Badlands still, so I'm still fine to brainstorm first, I think.
Yeah. That's pretty bad.
I think I'm dead.
That is a hand. Well, we can put back. I'll put back like a land and a Phoenix, and then we can play a Delver and then play Oracle, looking for Doomsday. We get 4 looks at it, and then we can.
The plan is to wait, but what if they just plow it?
Oh yeah. Oh, they can Nihil Spellbomb it. Okay, bad idea.
Yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to do that.
Well, then let's put it back. Then let's put back Volk Oracle.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean,
yeah.
I think they had some brutally good draw steps when they basically were on nothing, right?
Well, they drew 2 lands in a row into the Brainstorm for Force. Yeah. Indeed. That's how it goes.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
They put cards into their deck to draw them, right?
Like lands. I can't believe they put lands in their deck. Such bullshit.
And Oko, and Plow, and Uro.
Yeah.
So I don't think Doomsday will be fast enough anymore, actually.
No, we need to draw like...
I need to brainstorm. I actually... So...
Need to draw brainstorm. I was about to say, need to draw brainstorm.
Yeah, you have to loop brainstorms, essentially, but...
Yeah.
God, I miss hanging out with you, Jorbs. You're such a good time.
Yeah, get a Volk, because we need lots of blue sources, I think, for cantrips. All right, I think we can pack it up.
Is it impossible to win? Like,
I guess we can. Well,
it's not impossible.
Yeah,
but
fine.
It's pretty bad.
We can't draw brainstorm into more cantrips. That's fair. I would play the land.
I guess I have so many bad cards in my deck that I'll brainstorm those away instead, right?
Yeah, Jax is right. Brainstorm to brainstorm Doomsday. So we do need land drops for like potentially winning.
It's going to be close. I think we actually had them beat if they didn't have fawn in that turn, but is what it is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, they drew another plow. Sweet.
I think plow technically gives me another turn if I play another Phoenix and they have to plow that one too.
Yes. Yeah, it does.
But I'm like, oh, okay, that's not good. I think I'm probably now very dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, technically on board we have outs, but
it's very technically, but
oh no, they just swap an astrolabe for the Phoenix. It's power, right? Or is it mana cost?
I always forget. I think it's power. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, never give up. Maybe I'll veil it.
Never give a row. Remember trying of bug with this? That was so bad.
All right. Okay. I have a proposition for you, which is we can start a cube draft.
Oh, yeah, this cube.
Yeah. We can do a cube draft in between. I won't guarantee that. Well, maybe after prelim we can play the matches. It depends on how tired you are or whatever. But I'll
probably be jumping off because I've worked and then did the podcast and then
sure. But
yeah,
it is a good time to do a cube draft.
Should we do a stip draft?
I don't know.
Chat, give us some good stip ideas. Is Niv Mizzet's in this cube, right? Should we try and force Niv Mizzet?
Thank you, Niv.
Niv stip.
All right.
Niv stip, Niv stip, Niv stip.
It depends on if people...
I'm down to Storm. I force Storm almost every draft.
I mean, I 3-0'd once with Storm. Fine. If chat wants to force Storm, I'll do it. But I want some subs and some support for this burning of my play points. Hardcast and Eldrazi.
Storm it is. I have some thoughts on Cube Storm. I think blue-red is the better version than blue-black.
All right, I'll take Time Twister.
Treachery's pretty busted.
You said we're forcing Storm.
I know.
Treachery's barely playable, and
it's actually insane with High Tide. Okay, take the Twister.
I'm overriding you because if you're gonna make me force Storm, I actually want to do it the correct way.
Okay. All right, Grizzle Storm. Let's go.
All right, Grizzle Storm.
Tin Fins. Tin Stip. Is that what you call it, or Stip Fins? I think Stip Fins is better. What do you think? Stip Fins or?
I don't know. I'm totally lost now.
Oko, try and make the most boring deck ever.
Was there an Oko in that pack? I didn't even look.
There was in pack 1.
Oh, okay. I mean, Oko's the actual correct pick.
High Tide, fucking let's go. This is the best. This is the best mana for Storm in the whole cube. High Tide is broken as fuck. Am I allowed to swear on your stream?
Yeah, you're fine.
Cool. Fuck yeah. Right.
Then now you're just gonna abuse it. This is a bad pack for Storm, I think, though. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't think Bargain's good. I think I should take Freebooter.
I would Cryptic. I think you want...
you want to be like Heavy Blue Storm, I see.
Yeah. Yeah. We might not play it, but I think it's the most likely to be played in a High Tide deck. Oh, I guess that's Ritual. It's good with the Grizzle Brown approach. Seems good. Yeah, I think High Tide is better than the kind of, unless you get like Lotus and LED or LED and York Will and like loads of tutors.
This is such a bad pack for Storm too.
It is. Just take could take Grave Titan and like kind of end up in Reanimator. Otherwise, I'd take the Ranger.
This card I think is really, really, really not very good.
Yeah, it's not great. All right, Titan.
All right. I think we should take Grave Titan to leave backdoors into a real deck.
Yeah. All right. Baral is excellent. Memory Jar is 2, but Baral is so good in these decks. No, I'd take Baral.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need some blue-black lands.
Yeah.
I think blue-black lands are actually, like, very, very, very insane in these decks. Because you're basically always blue-black, right?
Yeah. Yeah, push seems okay.
Actually, I'll probably start it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Bad pack.
I guess.
Blooming Marsh in case of you, Heartbeat, I think.
Yeah, fair. Like, you could think of Recurring Nightmare, but no, I like the Marsh.
I don't even think Recurring Nightmare is actually good in Reanimator, like, most of the time.
Yeah, it depends on the deck, but yeah.
Yeah. No, it obviously depends on deck. Also, I mean, Wreck-Cron is technically a thing for Storm, right?
Mm-hmm. True.
Where you have, does that work? You need 7 lands? You have 7 lands. You sack your Recurring Nightmare to get back that. Then you sack. So you need 7 lands, Cron, and a creature in play, right?
Okay. Yeah, it's a net 1 mana. That sounds like way too much thinking for.
Oh, Legacy round starting? Oh, shoot.
no,
I guess we'll finish the draft portion.
Yeah. The both things are fast. All right, what is everyone waiting for this draft? It's just stopped. Jarvis, did you tell people to stop?
No.
Okay, just checking.
It's a good thing to check. You can never be sure.
Mm-hmm. Some people are like, all right, guys, everyone stop drafting. I need to go to the toilet. But it is taking a while. Okay.
Whatever. Like, I don't think it matters.
Yeah. No, like
none of these cards are good.
Well, they can be okay, but yeah. Okay, take the Null Priest. And
it's technically a win con.
Return I like taking early because it's a win con if you like don't get anything else. Trophy. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I was thinking Welder in case Jar wheels. It's like pretty unlikely, but it's more likely than us playing the Null Priest probably. I guess Null Priest is like an okay anti-aggro card for the sideboard. But we ain't scared of no aggro. We're going to be Gristle Brandon. And yeah, Jar probably won't wheel.
I'm surprised it finished that fast, but I guess there's only 22 people. Because it was only like 27 minutes in.
Oh, is that Legacy Sideboard Miracles All-Star Goblin Guide?
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I think one POW 22 has approached it better, where you can sideboard a blue card that does the same thing as Goblin Guide a lot of the time.
I don't understand what you mean.
Oh shit! So it lagged for a second, but whatever.
Yeah. Okay. All
right.
Do you want to pass the drafting to me? I'll just do it on my screen.
That's unfortunately not how it works.
Oh.
All right.
Let's do it. Jake Helms, prepare to meet your doom. All right, let's snap this off. This is one of those good cards, Hans.
We might have to
Entomb. Oh, Woody Grove. Holy shit! I would take Entomb here. Yeah.
I guess the Gristlebrand portion of the Storm deck is like kind of the point. So if you pass the Entomb, your deck might not actually work.
Entomb is like the only card that does that. There's multiple reanimation effects, but you have to take the Entomb, I think.
Night's Whisper, probably.
Turnabout. I would take the Turnabout here.
Okay.
It's really, it'll probably wheel, but Night's Whisper isn't worth it not wheeling.
Yeah, that's true. Night's Whisper is like replacement level, I think.
Yeah, and it might wheel as well.
All right.
All right, Jake Helms, please don't come back for a few minutes.
They're not, nicely. So this works out perfectly.
It's just good deck building.
Just good prelim building.
Exactly. Yeah, so we would have loved to have the Woody Grave. No, Jake Helms, come on. Jake.
Well, they went to 5. All right, maybe we can just get them fast.
This is such a 5-card punish hand.
Sorry for the multi-queuing, y'all.
All right. Shallow Grave. Hell yeah. Let's go.
Wait, should I just take Frantic Search?
I like Tin Fins.
But I actually think the Tin Fins route is not, like... It's hard to get enough fast mana.
Shallow Grave will probably wheel as well.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take that thing. Here I'm gonna fetch C, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Shallow Grave will wheel, and we'll be very happy to play it. But Frantic Search is insane as well.
How many players? There are 22 players in the prelim, Newton. All right. Yeah, Frantic Search is just really coherent with what else we have going on as well as
it's true. Yeah.
I'm gonna take
Twist or Ponder. Holy shit, this is close. I would take the Ponder.
Yeah, it's controversial, but I think Twist, the way we're going, is not.
Yeah,
like
this is not.
It's off plan.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Sorry, opponent. If Jake Helms, if you watch this, sorry for making you wait, but
Jake Helms, if you watch it, Jarvis told me he's purposely trying to cue into you to make you wait. Ooh. That looks combo-y. What the hell is that preordain? Ooh.
Full art.
Yeah.
It's some MDGO promo, right? Blind flip? We got a blind flip?
Can we get a blind flip?
Do we want a blind flip? Like, a land might even be better, actually.
We want a blind flip into a probe and then draw the land off the probe. Aww. Alright.
Palincron? Or in barrel rights?
Probably. I hate Palincron, actually. It's never good for me. And I hate doing all the clicks. But I don't think Barrel Rights is good. I would probably take Bloodchief's Thirst or Caracas.
Oh, I'm taking Bloodchief's Thirst in that case, but...
Okay. I would probably take Hero Ponder, I think.
Yeah.
But I kind of... No, yeah, Ponder for a land.
Well, like, we really need a land.
Ooh. I think we take all those and just play the... No, we need to... Oh, we don't have the thing, do we?
Oh, no, I can just play a land and say go. And attack and say go.
Yeah, but then we need to spend 2 more turns drawing those cards. I guess we could be playing Delvers.
Yeah.
I think I'd actually just take the land and play another Delver and like give up. I think our hand is good enough to beat them with Delvers. Rather than draw it into the combo.
Alright, well, here I want to take...
Yeah, Rider looks good.
Yeah, alright.
I'll just get a Vulcan play Delver.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think it's...
I mean, our hand is insane. It's not that unfortunate. And like, if we draw a blue card, great, we can play another Delver. If not, like, we're Thought Seizing as well next turn. I think it's pretty good. Liliana's pretty good.
Alright, looks like we're probably going to be Reanimator and not Storm. Because I don't...
We've not seen any Storm cards, really.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Oh, nivsed it.
No, it's too late. I'm taking Botanical Sanctum just in case.
Okay.
This looks like snow, actually. It could be like the Arcana Snow deck that I saw.
I think it looks like Omni to me.
Oh. Because that makes sense, huh?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Like, could be Blue-White Omni. Come on, flip. Okay. That's a flip.
That's a funny flip, actually.
It is. They could be like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? I would daze this. Yeah. Let's kill them. Now that we've seen the swords, they're more likely just like blue-white control. Ooh, force is great.
Yeah, people don't like... Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay. Yeah,
that's fine.
That's a pretty good deal. All right, let's...
Oh, we don't Thoughtseize and see what's going on.
Yeah, because they could have Show and Tell and Omniscience.
Yeah.
All right, let's take that. Oh, okay, yeah. And jam the Delver. Seems good.
Yeah, this was their 5-card hand, so it's unfortunate for them. I'll take Makeshift Mannequin, actually.
I would take the Whisper now, I think.
Oh, we have Gristlebear and Grave Titan, right?
Yeah, Mannequin's just never very good, I feel like. They always just get targeted with something. I don't know. It's pretty good with Grizzlebrand, but I like the Whisper, actually.
All right.
Yeah. Shallow Grave, let's go.
I don't think it's going to be good in our deck, but...
I think it will. I think we have a lot of really fast combo potential where we can cut like the slow reanimation cards. Still.
I'm just taking cards that like are maybe useful. Yeah. Like I don't think those picks are debatable. Those like last few picks, but
I agree. It's all good.
What's the best power card for us to open? Probably Ancestral.
Yeah.
I did not open any of those, but I took Demonic Tutor, I think.
Yeah, DT
so,
seems insane. I feel like we're going to be DTing for Entomb a lot.
Dokomai wants a long explanation on the 14th pick, but that's not going to happen. Yeah. All right, how do you feel about Pack Rat?
I don't like it at all.
How do you feel about Pack Rat when you have creatures to discard to it?
I still don't like it. I like Fallen Shinobi.
Is it good in our deck? Like,
or maybe Mez Fiend is better. Fallen Shinobi is insane, and we do have some early creatures.
All right, I'll take Mez Fiend.
Yeah, I like Mez Fiend.
What happened? Right. Our other thing got plowed.
They pondered and swords something. All right. Oh, that's a good card.
So do I cast it here, or do I wait?
This is tough. I think I would cast it.
Yeah, like a Dark Ritual, just like game ending.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I failed, so I think I just put these two back, attack, and say go.
Yeah. Yeah. Put Thoughtseize, then C on top, and next turn we can hardcast Buried Alive. Yeah. Yeah. Seems good. Seems good. Yeah, Mez Fiend, I guess. Here.
I'll take Mez. Are we like? I guess what's the plan actually?
I think we're still like, well, we're kind of like Control Reanimator. I like Spell Pierce actually.
Control Reanimator. I think we're gonna have to cut a lot of the Storm cards actually.
Reanimate, ding, 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 as DZ would say. That's so good. All right, Frost Daddy. I like it. I like it.
Oh, they are. I guess I should force it, right?
Should you? Like next time we're Buried Living, and then we really want this Ponder. I guess they have nothing going on. Yeah, force it, I guess.
I think now the question is, do I actually redraw the Thoughtseize because it's a spell for the Buried Alive? Probably not.
Well, you want to cast the Buried Alive, so you shuffle anyway. You mean wait one turn?
Yeah, I think that's just too bad, right?
Yeah. Right. We have quite a lot of bad draws. Like we could draw these Phoenixes here without the fourth land and stuff. So, like we probably won't get them back next turn and stuff. But yeah.
Ting Snapcaster. That's like it's kind of absurd that it's still there. I think.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't fit in a lot of decks, but ooh, Narset is great. Narset is amazing.
We have Time Twister.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Probably should take this.
This is not a Living Death deck.
Is it a Treasure Cruise or Exarch deck? Probably not.
It's probably Treasure Cruise and like put in the sideboard and side it in against really slow decks.
Yeah, because we do not have any fetch lands. We don't have anything that...
Take the sword, just because it's the only card we can cast. Yeah. Alright. The Delver might just kill them. Yeah, I think it was right to force the Arcanist.
I think if you don't force Arcanist, there's a chance that it just like casts like 3 spells and then you're suddenly dying, right?
Yeah, I agree. Ooh, I would wait a turn.
Yeah. I think waiting is really good, actually.
Yeah. Alright. I'd wait another turn. I think. I think they're ready. Okay, fine. You can take Pack Rat now. I don't think you should.
I think Pack Rat is actually good in our deck, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
Maybe. All right. Let's draw spells. Okay, Ponder first, and then we can like dig as whatever. We should need to draw a spell here.
Oh, I tapped kind of awkwardly too, but I would shuffle anyways. So.
Yeah, shuffle and hope we draw a spell. I think there's a lot of spells.
That's better.
God damn it!
Oh, I think I should hold them for Brainstorm. Actually,
you can play one because I think you're playing one off Brainstorm anyway. Sure. And we want to might want to hardcast Phoenix.
Oh, Massacre Worm came back.
Seems good. That's nice. I love having these kind of reanimation targets that are just castable.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Oh no!
Oh my god!
Not like this.
This is going really bad.
This was their 5-card hand, but their cards are just so powerful that...
Alright, one more. Yep. I mean, we had to miss on the Ponder as well. But they're still dead to
I mean, the thing is, like,
They're still dead if we draw a spell.
are they going to make another food and play scared? Because we could also just peel a bolt, right?
True. Yeah, true. I think they were meant to make another food here and gain 3 first, but all right, that seems good. I think there's nothing they can do here.
It's possible we should have kept the Arcanist, actually, and just shuffled after casting it, right?
Maybe.
So
just daze this.
No, it doesn't. Like, it can't do anything, right?
It can't do anything, but you might as well make them. I guess you can daze that because we're casting the daze anyway. Is what I mean. Like.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I'll just show them a dark ritual so they'll concede.
Yeah.
Or not.
All
Right. Ready. I would have actually liked to have the Bone Shredder, but whatever.
Mum spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti?
The ready mum spaghetti.
What?
Don't worry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just a rhyme. It's just a rhyme. I'm glad we won that game because that would have been a bit tilting after like the last match as well.
Yeah, I mean, our opponent got unlucky-ish. And then their powerful card nearly still beat us, so...
Well, I mean, just after the last match of the top decks in a row into this one. But all right, that was game 1? Yeah, they did multi-5.
Yep. So that's why I said we got lucky, obviously.
Yeah, true. True.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think we might want to sideboard differently, like keep some bolts because of Arcanist.
True. What if I just cut all of the forces on the draw?
Yeah, I like that.
I still think I want Flusterstorm, though.
Yeah.
So I can shave like a Phoenix and probably like a Daze.
Yeah, sounds good.
No, I don't listen to Eminem. Should I listen to Eminem?
Oh, that's why you don't get it. It's an Eminem lyric.
Oh, am I supposed to edge in? I probably am, right?
Yeah.
Could cut like...
Just so you know for next time, the lyric is there's vomit on his sweater already, mum spaghetti. Because he goes to a rap show and he's meant to rap against someone. He's so nervous he pukes up over himself and gets made fun of. All right, I think we can cut 1 bolt.
Okay, hear me out. What if I cut Swamp versus them?
Yeah, sure. I think the only thing is like 15 lands is fairly few, but this deck always does seem to flood out. Like it's just one of those things.
You don't have any wastelands. Although I guess like Rug has 15 plus the 4 wastes, so it's like kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah, there are dark rituals though, which count as mana sources.
True.
That's maybe why.
This hand's like pretty bad, I think, right?
Yeah, I'd mull this. It's one of those hands that it looks like, okay, you have Delver and Daze and stuff.
I guess I keep and just bottom a Doomsday, huh?
Yeah, I'd snap this off. This seems great. This is exactly what we want in the matchup, I think. I would be thoughts using turn 1 for Arcanist, probably.
I agree.
Hope they don't Veil, I guess.
If they have it, they have it. Like, I don't think it's worth playing around because, like, the risk of getting Arcanist out is, like, pretty high with this hand as well, right?
Yeah, I agree. And they have it.
Oh, nice. They have Containment Priest, but I'm going to take this.
Yeah, I agree. And, like, the Pyroblast, like, it's kind of annoying if we miss on our land next turn, but we have so many cantrips, it's fine. Those swords are looking pretty bad as well. All right. Jarvis, can you stop drawing Doomsdays, please?
I'm going to play Brainstorm because I think it's less likely they pyro that one, actually.
Well, hold on, because I think they might actually want to play the Priest. I wonder if they have Plateau in their deck, and we want to resolve a Ponder more. If they let Brainstorm resolve and then we get Brainstorm locked, it's pretty bad, and they just counter a Ponder. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think they play Plateau, by the way.
Okay. Oh dear, that's a lot of Doomsdays. Oh dear. Now they're always going to be Pyroblast. I guess we'll see if they have Plateau or not.
No, well, assuming it's the Nathan Stewart list that I saw, it did not have Plateau, but that means they can have both colors now.
Okay.
They probably didn't play it because they were playing around days, right?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Here they play Arcanist. Oh, come on.
That sucks a lot,
Well,
actually.
they have no cantrip yet, actually.
Okay, that's good.
Really good. I would okay. I was going to say before playing it, I'd brainstorm because they might like be tempted. I guess use brainstorm.
Sure. I still brainstorm because.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll put back. I'll probably put back just one Doomsday and the days, because we want to like maybe start slamming them and they might draw or like counterspell for the first one.
Sure.
I don't think Days is doing a whole lot here.
I can also just bolt that upkeep.
I guess we know their hand. It just makes no difference at all.
Yeah. I'm getting Badlands, obviously.
Yeah. Unless they want to swords it. But...
okay.
Alright. So the hand is still pretty bad. Alright.
Oh, sweet. So, like, they're playing scared because that's, like, probably correct for them to do, but...
Yeah.
Now I'm going to shove this because it's free to shove.
Yeah.
And we know their hands 3 white cards and a red card that don't do anything.
It is a 2/2 that attacks us a few times.
But we'll be at 8. And we can also put a bolt in the pile if absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
So maybe like Oracle, Bolt.
Then Edge.
Cavern. What else? Maybe just like a bunch of bolts to just not die, right?
Yeah, sure. I like that.
But we only have one red source. I guess we'll be casting them one by one, so that's okay, right?
Yeah, actually you can be cantripping as well. Yeah. I don't know if it's right, but it seems fine to me. Like, might be a better one, but...
Okay. So next turn I'll have 5 cards in deck. I can cantrip twice. That would reduce it to 2, essentially.
Yeah, but they have like 3 removal spells for the Oracle, so I think we just need to be playing slower here.
Yeah, but the Edge reduces it to 1, so that's fine. So I just basically need a turn, right?
Yeah, so I'd basically bottom the Oracle and the Cavern, and then the Edge on top of them, and then the 2 bolts on top.
Sure. Seems fine. Right. Done.
So Cavern, Oracle first. Or Oracle then Cavern, yeah. And Edge.
So now they should flash it in.
Yeah.
Because we are at 8.
Yeah, exactly. Like...
Whoa, what?
Hmm?
They didn't play the priest.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, I'm gonna play this Delver out because we know it'll flip too, which is sick.
Maybe, yeah, okay. What if we like double bolt them and then Doomsday and get the bolts back again?
That doesn't do anything.
Well, we could be attacking them with Delvers and like flipping. Anyway, I think here at the end of the turn we can be brainstorming.
Yeah, because I'm going to cycle through all my cards anyways, right?
Yeah. All right. So we can brainstorm the end of their turn, but we might as well bolt now in case they've drawn like a force of negation.
No, but if...
To hard cost.
Oh, yeah, I see. We know the rest of their hand, so...
But they've got 4 cards in hand. We know 3 of them.
Looping Doomsday to loop bolts for lethal is some nice stuff. The last time we played this deck, we actually Doomsdayed a Phoenix to the top, and it killed our opponent.
That's pretty sick.
Just like a 3-mana Vampiric Tutor was good enough. I didn't actually do it because I think I can wait.
Yeah.
Like, if they're going to leave a red up forever...
No, I would have brainstormed, because then we can just ponder. I don't know.
Well, no, but the thing is... Oh, actually, that does make sense. I guess I'll do it next turn.
Yeah, we just don't care if they counter it, but we might as well just make them eat it and then cast something else. So it's like a...
Collateral that I don't care about because it needs 3 other snow permanents.
I was going to say we probably shouldn't be attacking.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to put the fear into them. I'm sending a message.
Right.
This is like when you attacked me with the goose, remember?
I do remember. I know. I'm just scared that they have like some bolts or something. I would be brainstorming here now. Oh, okay. I think I'd just be casting out cards, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast
And
this card.
I wouldn't be bolting in case. But, I mean, I'd be casting out cantrips.
All right. I'll cast Brainstorm now and see what they do.
Yeah. Okay.
They let it resolve?
I guess, but I think they're just hoping we don't have a cavern. Pretty much.
So those two back, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, I think.
No. And now, yeah, float blue edge. I guess in these kind of piles, we could have, because we had the ponder and brainstorm extra, then we can be like putting a force will in these piles as well. In case they have a stifle. But yeah. I think it's fine just to be, say, have a stifle or die. Looks like no.
What? Oh my god.
Nice.
Okay.
So powerful it crashed it.
Okay, we can build the deck at least. Let's go build the deck because I think this is. I thought my computer crashed. It looked like it did, right?
Yeah, no winning, only crashing. All right.
This deck is a mess.
Well, let's cut the Colligan's command and the lands. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't get any jewels. I think it was right to take Entomb. All right. Yeah, it's not the best. I'd cut the Unburial Rites, the Turnabout, and the High Tide.
Chat, we tried. The Storm deck was actually just 100% not open, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't. There's no point like hard forcing something if it's clearly not open. I think the Time Twist is bad as well.
We have Narset.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only card it's good with, though.
Wow. I can't believe I'm being the one that wants to do the dumb, stupid thing and you don't want to do it. All right.
It's just the stupid thing, and it's dumb, but it's not good, it's dumb, stupid. It's just Jarvis. Jarvis. All right.
Wow, I'm getting owned by by the co-streamer.
I would cut the Corpse Dance as well, I think.
See, Arya Zax would put Time Twister into his deck.
Really?
Yo, Team J-Bro, congrats on the fundraising. I don't know if your team actually won or not, because I was half asleep by that point.
Yeah, nice stream, dude. I was watching loads of it. I loved watching the race. I was skipping between everyone. It was so cool to see. Very, very cool. We could just have the Ophiomancer in the sideboard. It's just good against some matchups.
Yeah, it's good. It's good versus like aggro decks. I think mostly. It's actually like pretty good versus green.
Yeah,
because, like they
can go over the top of it. So.
Wow, it's been a year, Paraceline. Thank you.
Barrel discounts 6-7 cards. Force of Will, Cryptic Command, Frantic Search, Demonic Tutor, Night's Whisper, Shallow Grave, Murderous Rider. It's a fair amount.
I'm thinking I'm going to keep the Brawl. It cheapens enough stuff.
Yeah, it's just
it cheapens the. Should I actually play the Dark Ritual? Like,
I would. It's still fine. I think.
Man, having no blue black duels is so miserable.
Yeah, we only saw the one. I'd play this in 16 lands. Seems fine.
All right. Do I dare risk it?
I guess half match is going. It did finish pretty quickly last time.
Should be 9-7.
We could drop and draft again.
No, I'm not doing that. Does it look like I'm made of money? Yeah. Don't answer that.
Maybe the Cryptic Command is a bit ambitious. And play like Tasigur instead.
Is Tasigur even good in this deck?
It's not bad. We have a lot of early spells. Cryptic Command just seems a bit ambitious.
All right. I guess I'll do this. This deck is, I think, not very good.
It's fine. Yeah.
Really? All right. Okay, I'm gonna risk it.
All right. Let's just lose to mono green quickly.
What? Who are you rooting for?
I'm joking. I hate mono green, and playing against it is so boring.
Oh, you have a cube deck that is mono green still?
No. Like I never draft it, but it's so boring to play against when you're trying to do like cool things, and they just. I had like a really cool Jund sneak attack deck last night in the finals. They just went like turn one tree speaker, and then like turn three plow on you, turn four acidic slime you, terracid on you.
So what you're saying is you hate land destruction.
No, but then they just always like natural litter for hoof and stuff. It's just the same play patterns over again. It's really boring. It's the only thing about Cube that I don't like. I don't even mind mono red as much as I used to, but
See, we can tell who the real villain is between Ari Zax and Ari Lax when Ari Zax is Plowunder's real magic.
I mean Plowunder's fine. It's just the ramp into like playing thing ahead of curve as ramp does. It's not very like fun in Cube, I think.
Actually, I think both Ari, Zax, and Lax both like Plowunder, so they're both evil. I've changed my mind.
Yeah, I like Plowunder under a card a lot, but yeah.
All right, chat. Thanks for everyone being here. We're 1-1, and count it. There have been 9 subs today so far.
9 chests. Let's go.
Jorb says 4 Elf, 4 Plowunder, 4 Witness, 48 other cards. Wow. That sounds familiar. All right. I really just hope
Let's do this. Let's just open with Dark Ritual, Entomb, Reanimate. Nice.
Oh my god.
I guess keep this and just bottom the Dark Ritual.
Yeah, this is pretty bad though. I think I like lose to like an average vintage cube hand with this hand, but
it's not bad. Like Spell Pierce and Fatal Push are good against 2 different decks, and the Snapcast is going to double them up. It's not bad.
This hand could use a Time Twister? Yeah, maybe. Did you see my screenshot of a Storm deck where I killed my opponent with Bolus Citadel? Cal? I posted on Twitter. Yeah, that's sick, isn't it?
Yeah. I've done it a couple of times, Citadel.
Well, it was even better because Ashiok had removed a lot of my win cons from the game.
Oh, that's cool.
Like I was down to like empty or Citadel to kill my opponent, I think.
Or my best cube decks, Storm decks are always like blue-red with Electromonster and Baral and then the red rituals and then Passing Flames and stuff. And empty is surprisingly good. Oh yeah, snap that off.
There's like a chance it's not even good in their hand, but you can't even risk it, I think, right?
Yeah, I agree. It probably is pretty bad and they're quite happy with that exchange, but
yeah, whatever. I have to use my mana.
Yeah.
It's going swimmingly. You know what? We're probably going to draw Grave Titan and then wish we had kept the Dark Ritual.
True. Kind of.
Island would be decent. Wow, that's like the worst possible draw, I think.
Well, we're good. We're just ramping up to Grave Titan. It's fine. We're going to draw one more Swamp and then a Frost Titan.
Wait, do you want me to win or not? I can't even tell.
I do. Of course I do.
Is it of course? You sounded unsure right there. All right, well, at least I can cast some spells.
All right, now we can start drawing some Titans. Yeah, ramping up, playing a land each turn. If your opponent's doing nothing, it's fine. Nice. Keep going, Jarvis. We're
almost to Gristlebrand. We have 7 lands.
We're 1 ramp away from Gristlebrand. Oh my god, that's scary.
Just play Nissa Who Shakes the World so I can spell pierce it. Yo, Spike, thank you for the raid.
Close
or host.
Oh, nice.
We are 1-1 in a prelim and we're playing cube matches in between. As far as Spike was...
Jarvis, yo, I like it.
Sick. Love it. What's up, Yama?
Hope you're having I'm calling you Jarvis, yo, forever now.
Oh god, I knew this would happen.
Jarvis, yo! Jarvis, stop drawing lands.
By the way, Spike, I think the deck we're playing you would like. It is Grixis Delver Phoenix with sideboard Doomsday. You can see the deck list on the Cardboard Live extension on the left. Wow, everyone... Maybe I'll have a Jarvis Yo something made. I don't have enough emote slots, unfortunately.
Oh. We need a we need a command. Is that what they called? Yeah, command. All right.
I went 3-1 in one primo with it, and I'm 1-1 this one, unfortunately. But I think the deck is like decent. It's not like it's probably not as good as Snow or Rug, but it's still a fine deck, I think.
I have to admit, your suggestion of cutting bad cards for good cards seems quite good.
But I put the opposition agent back in just to make you happy. Is that fair?
God, this game is so bad.
I mean, I think they multiply and they just have no spells, right?
Yeah. But we like multi 6 and we have a couple of spells. So bad.
Top deck Gristlebrand would be nice, actually.
Yeah, it'd be so good, yeah.
Gristlebrand. Great. I guess that's like nice if they do something stupid on their turn, but
yeah,
I'm not killing a Noble Hierarch with my Blood Chief's Thirst.
I agree. Good choice.
You legit thought this was my Delver deck? I guess this looks like it could be a Delver deck, but
they are playable cards. Yeah.
No, this is a Vintage Cube match. We're waiting for round 3 of the prelim. Bolt the bird. I don't think I'm gonna bolt the turn 7 bird or whatever. You know.
This is where they cast like a 7-drop. This is where they play Karn, and they never draw another land for the rest of the game. I guess we beat.
I hate you so much.
No, Karn's terrible here. It doesn't do anything.
That's actually better than Karn here for them, I think.
It is. Yeah.
Our clock is gone.
No.
All right. I want to draw Massacre Worm, actually.
Yeah, that'd be really good. We have a lot of good draws. Snappy, goodbye. We hardly knew. That's
okay. Really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think we can keep both, right? I want to probably want to Blood Chief's Thirst, the Walking Blister.
Yeah, I do too.
And then actually, we can get rid of the push.
I know, that's what I was thinking, right? Like,
yeah.
So, well, what you want to do with Tasker is only leave the cards you actually want, right?
Yeah. So we're happy taking Snapcaster or Blood Chief's Thirst, obviously.
Wait.
Okay. Let's just take away the Snapcaster as well, then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
and then I'm going to play the land and just activate it.
Yeah.
At some point.
See, all this ramping and playing land drops is good. We don't need to do it yet.
Well, there's no reason not to. Like, what if they...
There is, because they could have multiple choices of cards to cast, and what we mill over...
Oh, sure. Got it. Yeah. I forgot. It's been a long time since I played with this card. Yeah,
it's kind of minimal, but like they could have drawn something which they cast there instead.
All right, Cal, you have to define ramp. Apparently, it's been decreed that you have to define this card. Or
to be clear, I'm completely joking, and playing lands is not.
Oh no! I guess any cards are good. Like,
yeah.
Wait, they're giving me a Frantic Search.
Ooh. Let's Frantic Search into Grizzlebrand.
What if I just activate first?
Yeah, activate first. Sounds good.
Well, we do have a lot of lands for this Tasker activation.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
still fine.
Ramp equal Jacob aggro. Yeah. One of my buddies, Jacob, goes by the username Ramp on MTGO. So the Ramp is just Jacob. I don't know what you're talking. Chat, I don't know what you're talking about. It's just Jacob.
I'm just a Jacob fan.
Yeah, I'm a Jacob fan too, obviously. There's no such thing as a bad Jacob.
I'm sure there's some bad Jacobs in the world, but Nagra is not one of them. I guess we can Frantic Search and then activate first, because we could like mill another big creature, and they don't know about their enemy. So we still Frantic first.
That's good.
Yay! So I guess
I'll discard these two.
Yeah.
What am I making?
Make sure you untap a swamp. Untap a swamp.
Look, yo, dude. Oh my god. Why are you freaking out for no reason? It's actually
I trust you completely, Jarvis. Carry on.
Should I just Gristlebrand?
I guess we go to 9. Yeah, seems good.
Yeah, Gristlebrand is just too much fun to not do.
Masco's pretty good as well, but
yeah, but Gristlebrand's more fun, right?
I completely agree.
And really, if you're not playing, I probably shouldn't do that though.
Yeah, they might have a bolt.
Should I even attack? Like,
yeah.
All right.
This is where these Zealous conscripts us.
Oh my god, I didn't play around Zealous Conscripts.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
no, and also you said it. Now it's like 10 times more likely to happen.
Well, we're just gonna pay 7, draw into force plus blue card. It's fine. What's the worst that could happen? Go on, tell me the worst that could happen. Oh god, this is loads of mana. Jarvis.
That's
Okay,
fine, actually. That is actually fine.
That is fine. Cool. They probably just destroy 3 of their lands.
Yeah, I think I would kill a 3/4 probably, but I obviously don't know their deck.
I guess we could have drawn a response there, unless they could have gone, because they only have 1 card in hand, so they can't like go red mana bolt. So we could have looked for a force if we care. To be technical, but now we're going to draw. I guess Massacre Worm just kills them.
It does kill them, and I'm allowed to draw both pre and post combat, right?
Yeah,
and I have 17 cards left, so
I think we're going to find it. I have faith. Let's go. That counts as finding it.
Really? Like literally drawing it in my first 7 cards counts as finding it?
Yep. Yeah, I know it's a tough call, but
okay. Still a bunch of matches on game 3.
Nice. What a fantastic game that was.
It was. What happened for 8 turns was draw go, then on turn 11 I have Gristlebrand, Massacre Worm, Dassiger.
You know how like control players reminisce about, the times that they play draw go and just like doing stuff at the end of the opponent's turn or just doing nothing. That was like a control player's dream. Just a man.
But we did it because we had no choice but to do it.
It's true. They just had trusted on, I guess.
So I think I'm actually supposed to have this in my deck versus them, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Actually, our blue count for Forceful is really low.
Yeah, I think it's really still good with Grizzlebrand.
Yeah, I agree. Should I even have this in my deck, actually?
Yeah, I like it.
Why?
Because it's good with Grizzlebrand. And all the other big things anyway. I guess we have a lot of creatures that could randomly be in the graveyard, though.
Yeah, I'm going to just cut it, actually.
All right, fine. I can buy it.
It's good with Grave Titan. Is it? Like, it's not even really that good with Grave Titan.
It's pretty good. Like, you make 4 zombies and throw 6/6 of them.
By the way, secretly my favorite card to sideboard in is Null Priest of Oblivion versus the red deck, because you just block with it, and sometimes you just reanimate your Grizzlebrand with that card instead on turn 6.
Null Priest is awesome.
Ooh. Okay, well I can just go to discard.
Yeah, I like it.
This is some classic. This is classic Legacy Reanimator on the draw.
Yeah.
God, I hope they don't have Relic Progenitus. I'll be so tilted.
Don't worry, they'll tap out and we can like find a way to do it.
Our opponent's going to 5 cards. I'm kind of thrilled about that. Like, even if our plan fails, I think like the Mezfiend push might be good enough,
Yeah, I agree. Okay. I was about to say I'd be almost tempted to push a mana dog.
We'll see what we draw.
Ooh. I like just going to discard.
Yeah.
Because then we can go like swamp.
I can just ritual push, Mezfiend. Right? Ritual push reanimate, right? Next turn.
I like Mezfiend reanimate.
Well, no, the reason to push is to make sure you don't like randomly die to that, right?
I mean, Grizzlebrand's going to beat that, isn't it?
But Mezfiend... what if they have like a Caracas or something, right? Like I don't know. I think you can just Mezfiend a turn later and have it.
No. We just go swamp and then Dark Ritual, then Mezfiend first, because they could have. If they have a Caracas, then we're gonna push it. If they don't, they could have like a Source of Plowshares or something, or a Planeswalker that kills it, Nahiri, whatever. So yeah.
All right. I guess I will.
Yeah, I like Mezfiending.
I'm not sure. I think this might be wrong, but if it's wrong, it's only like slightly wrong, not like completely wrong.
I know, we can just push next turn. They can't.
Well, I want to take Rofellos.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the other card is not going to be good enough.
Yeah. I don't think anything will be good enough now.
Don't think I need to draw 7 this turn.
What other reanimate spells do we have in the deck?
They all cost like 4 to 5, I think.
Because discarding to hand size is because it lets us cost Tasiga next turn.
I can't look at my deck apparently. I didn't take a screenshot. I normally do, but
Okay, I would draw 7 because we want to discard a hand size to cast Tasker next turn.
that's a good point actually.
Yeah. All right, and we can discard some lands. Cool. So we discard 4. So 3 lands and
Narset probably like.
Yeah, Narset's not going to do anything.
Oh, I have Shallow Grave Titan. That's a good reason actually to activate main phase too.
We cut Shallow Grave.
Oh, we did cut Shallow Grave.
Yeah. But if we didn't, we'd put Massacre Worm in the graveyard, I guess.
So the slight issue is they can make this a 4/4 this turn, and hypothetically, there's a world where if they draw a removal spell for this later, then we lose. But
it's true.
But I expect them to play gens this turn, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is just peak Magic at its best.
Yeah, that was a nice hand. It was really,
like
really
so
hand.
what I've actually found in this iteration of Vintage Cube is I think the Reanimator deck is like the best deck even if it goes south. Whereas like obviously Storm, if it's at full power level, is like great, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But the floor on Storm is really, really, really bad.
Yeah, the floor of the Storm floor is just like loads of payoffs for no mana.
They're going for this. Yeah, it kind of sucks.
That might mean they have a Caracas. Like,
yeah,
they have
but
to
I mean,
have something.
they can't attack this turn, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then I can push that and play Tassiger.
You can't push the Hex Drinker now.
No, I can push the Druid.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, which I think is absolutely correct now if they're going to do this, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully we win this game. Otherwise, there will be serious duo queuing. But
yeah,
I feel good about this one. You know,
I do. I'm starting.
Wait, why did they untap their Druid?
They probably mean to do it. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, then this makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to come around to. I don't know. I was scared of like a Source of Plashes or something. If
we had pushed the Hex Drinker, I think all of this would have been avoided.
Maybe.
I think it's more than maybe, but whatever.
Yeah. Fair enough.
The nice thing is, if they attack, I believe we present lethal. Yeah, like if they spend all their mana leveling, then we have exactly 12 and they're at 12. So it works out perfectly. So you might be off the hook, even though I think if we had just pushed it, we just couldn't lose, right? Like there's actually just zero chance.
I underrated how fast they could ramp up. But now we're okay.
Okay, that's really good. And now I think I just frantic search and see what's going on.
See what's going on. Sounds good.
This has protection for all my stuff, right? Yep.
Yeah, protection from Jarvis Yo.
I don't think I'm gonna need Pack Rat.
I'll get rid of the Massacre Worm and Frost Titan, I guess.
So the reason not to get the Massacre Worm is what if they go like Swamp Reanimate, right? Or something like.
Guess.
What if I just
get rid of a land and Pack Rat then?
Yeah. I think that's safer. Like I'm being paranoid now, but now I think like you're such a heavy favorite that you should figure out like what can go wrong, right?
Super corner case. Yeah. Good job, Jarvis Yo.
You know, Dom, I might see you next year. Who can say?
I'm no expert, but I'd say it's looking good.
Yeah, being 1-0 with this deck is... I guess our opponent didn't really do anything vintage QB, right?
Neither did we until this... Oh my god, they got it. They have it as
I think they got it too late though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, real question is, do I draw 7 in response?
I think so.
Yeah, I think now I can. I didn't want to on like my main phase because I don't think that...
Yeah, because they can't attack us.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not drawing 7 again because I literally die.
Good choice. I agree with that. Yeah. So I guess we don't have a way to get Massacre Worm to play now, do we?
No, our ritual's in the graveyard.
Yeah, so I think we just play land and pass and just be like, try out Snapcaster for lethal. Right.
What happens if I...
Oh, they can bounce the Tasker as well. God damn it.
So what happens if I just attack with everything? That might be better. Because then they block here.
I guess,
they take...
yeah.
Actually, that's better.
That's right. You're right.
Because then it shuts off the Cracker. Like, I don't need this anymore.
Yeah, I just forgot that Crackers bounce the Tasker, so it makes sense. Yeah. Seems good. And then...
I don't think playing anything accomplishes anything.
No, because we want to Snapcaster push. Oh, I guess they're going to play the Solemn.
But then they're dead if they play the Solemn, right?
Well, we can DT for Force and then play Snapcaster as a 2-1.
Oh, that's probably the correct play. Because I don't need more cards.
Yeah.
Nice. This is a vintage level play.
Yeah.
Now I think I'm allowed to discard like the big creatures because we can just force the reanimation spell if there is one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
Need to go to the end step.
Oh, whoops. I thought it was there. I'm trying to cast Gristlebrand at instant speed and not my discard.
Jarvis, trying to cheat as usual.
Look, I only learned from White Faces how to cheat.
Fair. I have no response.
Would you like to respond?
I would like to respond. How can I respond?
I don't know. Probably call Marcus. I don't think I need to force this. I don't think that actually does anything.
No, it doesn't, because they're at 1.
But also, I cannot fathom them winning now.
No.
Because they're still dead on board.
We're cheating by searching our library for the Force of Will we wanted.
Yeah. Demonic Tutor is basically cheating. I don't know what you want. Like, do I still play this? I guess so.
You respond by taking off my pants. Yeah. I am actually going to respond by getting a beer.
That is smart. I want a beer.
I can give you one of mine. You should have to come and get it. Hold on.
It was Digital Sloth. You are correct. I should have kept. Right. I kept the Frost Titan. I don't know. Sure. I could have done like slight optimizations, but now I need to get a drink real quick.
Cool.
Well, Cal, I'm trusting you with the stream for a minute. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I would never do something bad.
Yes, you would.
What? All right, chat. You ready? What can we do? Chat, give me some ideas. What can we do to mess him up? Can I send him a message? Yeah, maybe I can send him a message on Magic Online. I need to log in really quickly while he's gone. Drop the cube. Hijack the stream. I like it, but I need to hack into his computer. Hold on. I need some more cheat codes. Sing a song for us, Callum. Spam with trades. Yeah, okay. I need to log into Magic Online really quickly. I'm going to try and... All right. Come on, Magic Online. Get in quickly. I need to send him messages. It's loading. It's loading. It's logging in. Force Jarvis to read random messages from the past 12 hours from the depths Discord. Yeah. I can send messages like Snow main deck surgical from the depths Discord. It's actually pretty common for Snow to main deck surgical. Didn't you know? All right. No, he's coming back.
What's the Force in move?
No, I didn't manage. My Magic Online didn't open. Oh shit, wrong chat.
We're playing against Mary Sue.
Ooh.
Do you think they're actually named Mary Sue?
I have no idea. Oh, and your chat isn't even on the main screen. I was thinking of the only things I can do to maybe try and annoy you while you're gone. Send you messages.
I think I'm gonna bottom this island blind.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me.
All right, cantrip off the top. Cantrip Dark Ritual.
That'd be quite good.
Let's see what Mary Sue's playing. Feels like a Delver Duck.
I love the way of describing showed a horse dick in a non-beneficial action. Right, this beer I've got is insane. It's called a Crunch, and it's a peanut butter milk stout. It's so good.
You love to hear about it. I think I'm just gonna play Delver
Yep, sounds good.
and hope I
Pretty
don't
good
get wasted.
Small thing, I would have probably used the Strand.
I should have used the Strand because Delta's the best fetch in our deck, yeah.
Yeah.
But by the time I thought about it all the way through, I already clicked on the other card.
That's fair enough. I do that all the time.
I know.
What do you mean you know?
I don't know. I just wanted to say that.
By the way, someone sent you a message. I don't know if you saw.
Oh, I'm not clicking on it on the stream because that would be ridiculous. What kind of idiot would do that?
I don't know.
Oh, they shuffled with Ponder, which is nice.
I would read it if I were you. It's a nice thing.
Fine.
See?
Okay.
Such a nice thing.
Okay.
I'm just your friend.
All right. So they revealed Days. So do I even want to play my Arcanist into Days? Probably.
I think I would, to be like jamming Buried Alive next turn.
Yeah, I think it's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine with that.
Because we don't even have a cantrip for the Arcanist to be good currently. So.
This matchup used to be really hard when we were just pure Phoenix.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure it actually got them. Like, I guess 4 bolts helps a lot, right?
Yeah, it does. Well, the old version played, is it Mandrills, I guess?
I feel like it's going to kill us too fast that I probably
I would force this. Yeah. Hope they don't have another Days. The old version had 3 bolts, so.
Yeah, so 4 is definitely better in this matchup, but.
That was very observed, well observed. All right.
So now I'm not going to attack. I think I just want to trade off if they let me, right?
I agree.
And I'm going to...
And get Badlands, I think. Oh, we can't because we didn't use the...
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually pretty bad, I think, but
yeah.
I think I should just get an Underground Sea anyways.
I agree. J'agree. Is Buried Alive the Mirror Breaker?
It's probably pretty good in this spot, like, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, if we draw some cantrips and stuff. Okay, fine.
They pitched an Oko, that's nice.
Yeah, it's not bad for us still. Hopefully they go land Oko, please. Oko, come on. Oh, shit. At least they don't have anything in the graveyard.
But they might soon.
They might.
Bolt. That's actually okay if we draw a land, right?
Yeah, it is. If they have a bolt here, we're kind of in trouble. Oh, they know about Days, of course. Yeah. I would block. Yeah, good point. Digital Sloth. All right. Okay.
I guess I have to Daze it, but it feels very likely that they have another 3-mana Haymaker next turn, right?
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, but the problem is if I don't Daze that, I just die to it, so...
You have to, yeah. I would brainstorm for a bolt, I think. Okay, put back a Phoenix and a Ponder on top and Thoughtseize them, because it probably is likely, as you said.
Yeah, I think so.
Hopefully it's not cantrip. Hopefully they don't draw a cantrip. Okay.
Did we know about that? I don't think so.
No, we didn't. I'd be tempted to Ponder there, actually.
Oh, whoops. Too late.
Oh, it's so bad. They always draw a Ponder. When you get into this mid game where you've both like thrown resources at each other, there's always like a Ponder on top. Chose not to shuffle, and okay.
I got punished by using the wrong fetch on turn 1.
Yeah, this is a cool part of Legacy though. Like small mistakes.
But what about losing the Arcanist? Do you consider that cool? Losing a Dreadhorde Arcanist, is that cool or not?
No, it's not cool. I hate this card. But we're also punished for not playing the Ponder last turn. Ooh, that looks like a shuffle to me. Yeah, I'd Ponder. We need to find a Bolt and a red land.
I think I'm just going to shuffle. I don't think it's...
I'd be keeping those, but in a different order. But
oh, no, I think that's... Well, this might work.
That does give us some outs. That's fair. Okay. Good shuffle. Good shuffle. And I just thought with like we want the third land probably. Okay.
All right.
All right.
They're empty again.
Let's hit it. Come on, buried alive. We've got 3 in the deck. Come on. Oh, that's so bad. That's just so bad.
I don't think. I think I'll be. I think I'm
yeah,
actually dead, right?
yeah, you can concede.
Wow, that was horrible.
That was a really bad brainstorm. Ouch. All right. We let them have it. It's fine. I never. Do we side into the Doomsday
No,
part?
this is not the matchup for that.
Okay.
Are you joking? Like, it's actually really bad in this matchup, I think.
I guess so. I'm just wondering if they're like going to be siding in all this graveyard hate.
No, I don't think so. Like, even still, like.
Yeah. No, fair.
I
Okay.
think I'm gonna cut this.
Yeah, I cut forces, like 2 forces.
I'm part
Or
for the
3.
cutting 3. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, we have
fair.
more removal.
Yeah, fair.
Like 2 more removal spells, and flusters, I think, are actually good.
I actually like the agent more than the last force then, because our blue count is low and all the blue cards we want, and it just might flash in and block a Arcanist or something.
Dom wants to know, are you having a laugh, mate?
Can you say that again, Jarvis?
Having a laugh, mate?
You having a laugh, mate? You fucking having a laugh?
God damn.
Fucking come on then, mate. Come on then. You fucking having a laugh, mate. Come on then. I'll fucking take you out back and I'll fucking punch you fucking right
no
in the face.
fans.
You got no fans.
You got no fans.
All right, we need to watch that on the stream after this. On your head, mate. On your head. Come on then. Pass it to me. Pass it to me. Come on then. On your fucking head, mate. Come on. Oh, bollocks, mate. You fucking missed.
Everyone's losing it over here. You're the true Brit in the chat.
Hey, I'm not denying it. I am British. All right, this seems cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just chat. Just you wait until we can show you this. You got no fans. It's the best video.
I think I have to keep
sadly
actually.
keep this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's a clip of it. Shit.
Wow, thank you, Min. That's a really good clip to share.
So I would ponder off the island first.
Yeah.
Because we know there's a brainstorm on top, so okay.
Nice. So I think I put the fetch on top and then draw the brainstorm and say go.
No, we want to.
You want to jam?
I kind of like actually leaving up Dark Ritual Agent. And then draw Brainstorm second. So Delta on the bottom, draw C, Brainstorm underneath.
All right.
Yeah. And so like the Writ Agent probably gets dazed or something. I don't know. It could be a get you.
The problem with Writ Agent specifically, I think it's so soft a lightning bolt that... Oh, Red Elemental Blast.
That's kind of annoying.
So do you want to do this now? Like...
Probably
then, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's not great, but their hand could just line up very badly against it as well. They could have another fetch or whatever.
Yeah. But my major issue with this is I don't think it's good versus a lot of things. Like...
Yeah, it's not good, don't worry. I agree. You having a laugh, mate?
I think I should just play my land and say go this turn.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because maybe next time we can like brainstorm into a Thoughtseize or a Bolt or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they're probably not going to like Force of Will a Dark Ritual, if I had to guess.
Probably, yeah.
Why are we talking about taking off the pants?
Opponent. All right. I have to let it go.
No.
So rude. All right. Well, I like going Delta, Fetch, Island, then just Dark Ritual, Buried Alive first.
You mean Swamp?
Swamp, sorry, yeah. Swamp, Dark Ritual, Buried Alive. And then the Brainstorm can get dazed. There's obviously a good chance that we know they have a Pyroblast as well, but this makes them have a Force of Will. Or they could daze it, but then they like open themselves up to our own daze. Ooh, nice. Okay, no surgical, please. which is it's possible. Looks like they have it. Okay, no, okay, fine. That's okay.
Yes!
Yay!
Yes! Look, and opposition agent is an honorary bird, right?
It is an honorary bird, fine.
Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Can we get
Cool
some
fucking cool,
follows and subs for the Phoenixing? Caw-caw!
Or to put it in the English way, core fucking core, mate.
Really? The verse say that?
Maybe.
Shop says Warpath Ghoul and Flying Warpath Ghouls.
Yeah.
Actually, I wonder if we're supposed to have
British
Tavern
as
in
well.
this matchup.
Pingusta has the same accent as me. British. Nah.
Yeah, it's like kind of bad. It doesn't cast a lot of our spells.
Yeah.
Did we mulligan that game?
Uncultured ones do, yeah.
No, we didn't actually.
No, we didn't.
House opposition. Okay, funny
terrible.
story about that. I didn't want to play it, but Cal wanted
Jarvis
to play.
Jarvis wants to play 4, and I said, "Look, this card is not very good. Let's just play stuff like the 4th Lightning Bolt and other good cards instead." And he was like, "No, I want to play loads of agents." So I said, "No, we should cut good cards."
Wait,
back.
bruv, you're fucking British,
mate.
in it?
West Staines massive. Do you know where West Staines is? I think a lot of Americans know Staines from LEG.
I don't know what that is. Newton,
You know
the
how-
actual truth is, ignore Callum. I cut down to 0 agents, and then he wanted to put one back in.
Just in case we queue into Newton. Oh wait, wrong chat again. Damn it, God. I keep doing
Fucking
this.
what, mate?
LEG watch along when? Yes, we need to tell Jarvis about
this hand's like pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
It had 3 agents originally, and now it has 1.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
All right.
Delver, that's so rude.
Probably just turn 1 Brainstorm, honestly. Like
I was about to say I like turn 1 Brainstorm.
Yeah.
Probably their end of turn.
Oh yeah, I'll see what they do. Like it might force them to have to like daze or something if they want to.
Yeah, I don't like doing it before that because they might just wasteland us.
Agent is good with Dark Rid, but it's also like kind of not very good, I think.
It's yeah, that's the thing. It's nice. It's a nice feature to throw out there, but the card is just underperformed. I would Brainstorm here because we might find a daze if we kind of miss on other stuff to go off next turn.
Unbanned Mental Misstep, thanks. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I think that deck is fun and good. Stefan's Painter Snow deck, although obviously like...
Oh, that's really good.
I think we should just jam this turn.
Absolutely.
Phoenix, then Arcanus on top, right?
Yep, I agree. Sounds good. I would actually... Yeah. Yep. This seems good for us.
Double Days backup makes it feel super, super safe, right? Like
yeah.
That's basically just nice. 2 free counters and like I don't know.
That was an excellent Brainstorm.
Yep.
I'm glad we're on tune to like both.
So I guess we use this to get Underground Sea, right?
And then Rip Buried Alive first, and then seems good. Seems good to be an English gangster.
I could see you playing this deck for fun. You know, I think it's actually decent. And yeah, you saw that other person play it. What's his name? Python? I don't remember. It was Spanish person, right?
Italian.
Oh, Italian.
Pietroni. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. I think I would like this Phoenix deck. I'd need to practice it a bit. And the F6. I would just put like.
So both lands on top, right?
Listen to me here. I should have listened to myself and said to you. I almost said we should have kept the last Phoenix rather than the Arcanist in case we brainstorm into a Dire Ritual.
Oh, I see. Yep.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's okay. But now we actually don't have 2-turn lethal if they have a Bolt next turn. But it's okay. So I would put back just like, I guess, a Volk underneath and then the Arcanist.
No, I'm just gonna put Meyer Arcanist back. Oh no!
Well, I think next time we're pondering for a Bolt, so we might as well take the shuffle for 1 extra card.
So Volk Arcanist probably.
Yeah. Well, I guess actually the Volk might. No, keep the Arcanist. It's something to.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna put that on top.
Yeah. Cool.
It is white faces.
Yeah.
In
We
it,
could also just in it is indeed.
So if they do bolt, it's a little bit awkward, but I think we'll still be fine because we can rebuy 2 of the Phoenixes as well. If depending on when they do it, because they're actually incentivized to do it main phase, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of awkward if they just bolt and then Phoenix.
Yeah, see, this is great for us.
As long as they don't have a surgical, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like we are going to kill them with our stuff, which is kind of nice.
Indubitably.
You almost sound like a Benedict Cumberbatch right there. I don't know what his actual name is.
Digital Sloth, thank you. Yeah, the boxing career is coming along pretty well. Funny enough, we recorded a new Everyday Eternal just before this stream, and that came up there as well. And I had to talk about how boxing was my early career, but I decided to kind of step away from it and focus on streaming with Jarvis professionally.
This is sick. Now, I get to daze their blast as well, which is definitely happening.
Indeed.
And then I don't have to burn a daze on one of my own spells, which is obviously ideal.
We get to get no, keep it. We get to keep the fourth Phoenix for the show.
But all right, fine. I'll do it just for you.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't matter. It's the same another bolt. That's what we were looking for, right? God, Jarvis, need to see the lines, friend.
Yeah, I'm not skilled enough. And I'll thin my deck of Delvers.
No, we can put Opposition Age in the graveyard because it's rubbish.
No, I voted. Ow! We didn't get to Kakamor.
Cool, fucking cool.
All right, you know what? I'll find the "You Have No Fans" video for the fans in the chat.
Yeah, I can tell you exactly what to search for. It's Weldstone Raider from the classic Weldstone Raiders football team. All right, so WEALDSTON, Weldstone. It's famous already. Brilliant.
17 million views. That's so many.
Yes.
I've watched it many times.
Oh, just shit out. You've got no friends. You've got no ground.
They're fucking ults are playing well. I'm telling you.
What you want some?
Hey?
You want some?
What the ults are playing well? What
You want some? What?
are you ready?
Fucking fantastic. Come on.
They're fantastic.
You're playing shit because you've got no friends.
What are
You're a
you
load of wankers. If you want some, I'll give it to you. You want to do with me?
This is actual British culture, yeah. Have you read the comments? There's some brilliant comments. Go down.
Let me pause it.
If you're watching a football video and
You're rubbish at pausing videos, Jarvis.
I am. What? What?
English boys are so charming. English
What?
boys.
What is going on? Do you want some?
Wait, hide the replies. There's more good ones. Just I can't remember them, but
There are more good. Okay.
probably. Like, you don't want to read the comments of comments.
Dein Freund der Baum. Thank you. That's another sub
That means my friend the tree.
in German.
Yeah. Auf Deutsch, ja.
Are you sure that's what it means?
Look, the second comment's the best.
Okay.
I can speak German. You don't trust me?
Only reason.
Don't you just love England?
Can't tell you. Never been there.
One day you'll come here.
Actually, I'm lying. I've been there. All right.
See, the chat is telling me.
Wow, it does mean you're a friend of the tree. Nice.
Yeah. I've been to Germany,
what is Wald then? Wald is forest then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been to Germany like 30, 40 times.
Yo, Lord Beerus with the 16-person raid. Thank you, my friend.
British chicken shops are tops. Yeah. Beer, Siggy, football, attitude, no full dress sense.
I don't know what this means.
Khabib is a UFC fighter that was undefeated in his career.
I love this. You want some? You want some? You what? If you want some, I'll give it ya. I should update the record. Because we are 2-1 with... So far playing this deck, I am 5-2 in matches played. Or actually, nice. I'm 4-2 because one of them was a bye.
I like that we have 200 viewers and we're just introducing people to the Wellstone Raider.
I don't know. This meme is really good. In every town in England, there's one tiny man who will fight anyone.
It's true. It's true. Oh,
Are you the tiny man that would fight someone?
I'm middle-sized.
You're middle-sized.
Yeah, I'd fight you. I'd definitely take you on.
I don't want to fight you unless if we're playing with magic cards. Then I'll fight you. I'll fight you in any format.
I would totally fight you. Yeah.
Of course you would. You're probably bigger.
No, but in Magic as well. But can we do a mix? Like I'm going to come to the 100k, and can we do half fighty in real life, half fighty in Magic?
No, I don't want to beat you up, and I don't want to get beaten up as well. So
yeah, okay. Which way around?
I don't know. All right. Actually, we probably have time to play one more match of the cube, so let's do that.
Or we could watch more Wellstone Raider videos.
No. One is good enough. The original is the best one, I feel.
It's true. He became really famous.
Yeah, I saw it. The Wellstone Raider documentary.
Oh, okay. Newton says your last fight against Canale was brutal. Yeah, I let him win though. It was all a setup. Don't tell anyone else. Yeah, you get punched every time you fetch. Nice.
Anyways, if you enjoy the nonsense that's coming here, hit that follow button, hit that sub button, and you can follow Whitefaces for nonsense on Whitefaces MTG on Twitter. So,
yeah, Schlumpf. They say it is bad that they did the COVID vaccines first in the UK because we couldn't detect afterwards if it makes you disfigured. Nice.
Do I keep?
I'd keep this. Like Narset's good. Narset's so good against some decks that. We hope they're like a blue nonsense deck. And
also, I hope to find Entomb off this Norse set.
Yes, exactly. They're obviously just going to go like Tome 1, Land More Elf. Yeah. This is vintage, Marcus.
It's vintage cube.
Oh, why are they playing creatures? I was about to say here comes like a Kithion. Looks like a Callum Legacy deck. Ooh, nice. Now our Entomb is dead.
I think I just have to play lands out and do something else.
We're going to draw a Frantic Search next turn.
Or Norse into Frantic Search.
Yeah. Frantic Search is better though. It's Tiny Leaders, yeah.
No! Oh, come on. Why?
I love it.
Do you love it?
Okay, well at least we have a blue card for Forcible. It's pretty better use for Narset.
Really? You don't think I should just play it, let it take 3, and then use it next turn looking for Frantic Search or Entomb?
Fine, that sounds quite good to me.
Yeah, that actually sounds better. I mean...
Maybe I would have tried to activate it in case there's a bug.
That's unsporting, I think. I'm not going to just test Moto to see if it has a bug.
Well, what would the Wellstone Raider do?
Just yell at the Eidolon instead of testing for a bug. Is that fair?
That's fair. Okay,
that sounds like very on brand for the Wellstone Raider.
Yeah, okay. You got a point there, I'll admit. Does seem good in Nick Fit.
Yeah, every card's good in Nick Fit because Nick Fit can play any card. Whoa, they attacked me.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
That's so funny. That's so funny. I would activate it and then play a pack rat. I hope to find a blue card for Forcible, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, we want that Massacre Worm. Can you just not take it and then stack the cards?
Well, so next turn we can make a Grizzlebrand. I kind of hope they attack the Narset, and they might actually, right?
Next time we can make a Grizzlebrand, yes.
They probably can't beat Packrat. I don't know about that. Like, Packrat's really slow, and these are both 2-1 first strikers. But if it lives, I sort of agree.
Oh,
that's kind of brutal. I don't want to redraw that, really.
It's fine. We can mill it with Liliana. Oh, no, we can't, because fucking Eidolon. Oh, my God.
This is so good for us right now. It's kind of insane.
We only have 2 Planeswalkers in the deck as well.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Let's draw a Frantic Search. Come on. I believe.
Oh, I think I should just hard cast it, actually.
Yeah, I agree, because next time we can then pack right into Grizzlebrand. Other one, yeah.
I can't ever, it's This and the pathways, or the not the pathways, the MDFCs, I'm like inclined to sometimes just misclick and accidentally play it as a land
Yeah.
when I want to play it as a spell, because it's really easy to do that.
I feel the same. Oh, we actually don't want to get rid of the pack rat.
Yeah, it's our top card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, Sag.
All right. Nope, nothing to see over here, opponent.
No,
Nothing to see over here.
Definitely not.
All right, we still have plenty of time, I think.
Cool.
Marcus, is because our top card's Pack Rat.
Yeah, free card down the toilet then. Oh, come on.
I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
That was brutal, actually. Like, I think everything lined up as poorly as possible.
That was the first time I've seen that Eidolon do anything.
Yeah, I think it's like, if you need a Goblin Piker, you can put in your deck, but it actually did a lot versus that game, right?
It really did, actually. All right, no, Priest seems okay.
I think I'm actually just going to cut Narset in this matchup.
Yeah.
All right, hear me out. What if I side in these and a mountain? And that's kind of bad, isn't it?
Yeah. I get what you're going for.
Yeah, I mean, it would, if I could cast K Command, it would be phenomenal in this matchup, I think. But
yeah, well, let's see if we have some bad, like other bad cards. Like it might be worth cutting. Like, I still think the Force is good, but like Spell Pierce is bad.
Well, the Force will also gets worse if we cut Spell Pierce. Like, it's significantly worse, I think, is the actual answer.
I think Force is just like a card after we've Blizzard branded, basically.
I see.
I still think the Force is good. Like, we could cut a Titan. We have so many threats. Cut like a Frost Titan. I know this is making Force even worse.
So what am I supposed to side in?
The red cards. I cut the Spell Pierce as well.
Okay. I think I might just go to 17 lands as well.
Yeah, I like that.
I like Duretti as well, too, if I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe we can cut like an island.
Yeah.
And then cut like, I don't know, something that's
I think
slow
let's cut the Force, because all of our blue cards are good and early plays. Yeah. Okay, we can cut it, yeah. I think this is okay.
Vintage Cube is on right now. Yeah, I think it'll be on for like another week or so, maybe a little bit longer. I didn't actually check the calendar, but
yeah, it's usually a week or two after Christmas and stuff.
Yeah, the question is how long it lasts, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I keep. Really just hope I don't get wastelanded, but it's like unavoidable.
Yeah, it seems fine. Totally fine.
No, I didn't, like, I looked at the Supreme Cube screenshots and didn't bother. It didn't seem that enjoyable to me personally.
Oh, I loved Supreme Cube. Did you not try it at all?
No, I got my enjoyment out of watching other people do it.
Fine. I loved it. It was so dumb and so ridiculous. I think it's actually ruined this cube for me. I enjoyed it so much.
I don't know. I like Cube in general. Like, the singleton nature of it makes me like it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Pink used to play because I played against Dredge twice the last league a while ago that we played. I mean, people did play Dredge, and I beat it with goblins, so
but, got him.
Yeah.
I think I should just cast Frantic Surge, probably.
Or
do you think I can get away with waiting? The problem is, like, this doesn't even line up well versus that.
Well, depends if we think. I guess they're probably going to play another creature next turn, but if not, we could be like going directly into. I guess we have so many lands, we might as well Frantic Search. That's fair. And we could get like really punished by a Thalia or something. And we have a lot of upside by doing it. Like we have a lot of.
No! Why is this happening?
To be fair, it's better that happens.
So
than
personally, it was Phyrexian Metamorph that copied the Eidolon. Oh my gosh.
We can blood chiefs that.
Get God? Okay, I don't believe in God, so I'm not going to get God.
Git got wrecked.
Okay,
Alright.
this is actually fine. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
we're actually pretty good.
I think I need a murderous rider that essentially.
Yeah, well, we could Bloodchief's Thirst it, but Bloodchief's Thirst we could double spell next turn.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, cool. You need to tap black. Yeah. Yeah, seems fine. I mean, I love Mana Tithe so much.
I believe I could force spike from this cube, which is
it's pretty
sad.
I used to like slam dunk both of them in blue-white control. Like
I think it was really good in blue-white because the problem wasn't your late game, the problem was your early game, so you just needed enough early game stuff, right?
Yeah. I remember mana tithing a rev for like 12 or something. So many nonsense stuff.
It seems like they probably should have revved for one less. I can cast both Baral and the other thing.
Yeah, it seems pretty nice. So I guess we kill the Linvala. Yeah.
Yep.
Seems good, mate. Seems good. Seems a what? Fucking a what, mate?
You're so British. I actually don't know how British you are, but you can sound as British as you want. It's like a lever, isn't it?
Yeah. Because my accent is... We are dying to this Flicker Wisp, actually. My accent is like on the slightly posher side for no reason. Like I'm not a posh person at all. But...
Swamp! Oh, okay. Wait, if I cast that one, then I'm dead to that in two? But if I cast this, it just dies? Man, this sucks.
I would cast the Grave Titan and hope to draw something for the Flicker Wisp.
I'm not even sure there's that many things in our deck to draw because we've already used Murderous Rider and Bloodchief's Thirst.
I guess we could have looked, but whatever. Looking is for suckers. Who would check stuff? Just do it. This Flicker Wisp has really done a number on us.
It was really the mock. If it wasn't on turn 2, I think we would be fine, probably, but...
Yeah. Come on, baby. Something. Okay.
That's super sad.
All right, we got bamboozled.
We're not allowed to start another match. That's just asking for trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, GG opponent.
Yeah,
they got real good with their Armageddon game 1.
That's true. And then Mana Tithe. That's a pretty cool curve. Turn 2 Flicker of Mox into Mana Tithe. I can appreciate it. Look at the next card. I
don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Well, I just wanted to tilt you by it.
It won't tilt me.
Fine. Do we have outs?
No. Actually, we were outless.
We had Snapcaster.
No, we had K Command as an out, actually.
And Snapcaster Mage.
Why? What does Snapcaster do?
Flashback Bloodchief's Thirst.
Okay. So we even had
DT for Snapcaster. With the barrel. God, we had so many outs, Jarvis, and they're probably all on the top of the deck. God.
Pete McGrill says, the best part of pre-war Legacy was how good Disrupt was. I don't really remember Disrupt being that good. I really don't. Do you?
I've never seen it played in Legacy, actually.
It used to be fringe playable, but...
Yeah, once or twice, but I think I've seen it in lists, but not actually played. I've put one in the sideboard before, but I didn't cast it. In a sideboard or something at my local game store.
They Call Me Brain says, I don't even remember it being played. I think it was like fringe playable, especially in like mono blue control or some like nonsense.
There were 2 people in Greater Philly who played it, a bunch of Blue Stone Blade. All right, I needed to go to Greater Philly. Okay, you and Dan Miller. Okay, so very fringe playable.
Let me see if I can find.
That is a super Dan Miller card. I remember him messaging me about Miracles a few years ago, and I really struggled to keep up. I didn't know where lots of ideas were coming from. Disrupt is cool though. If no one's playing it, it's definitely going to catch people off guard. But people are always playing around days anyway, so I guess from non-days decks it's not bad. But the Philly meta needs to be protected as an endangered species.
Interesting.
I know Pingus is just saying I just want to like dredge all these blue-white Stoneblade people. Dredge them good. All right.
Disrupting him was fantastic. I remember people played Divert because you could also divert Abrupt Decay.
Divert is sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Divert was more heavily played than the other one, but
Yeah, I remember.
that's what it is.
I just remember owning one for years and always putting it as the 15th sideboard card.
We played against 2 snow decks and a Rug Delver deck, so basically we're playing against only meta decks and we're 2-1, which is fine.
I think we'd be 3-0 if we had Siege 1 Ceratops in our deck, but you know, we take what we can get.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
So you agree we'd be 3-0 if we had Siege 1 Ceratops in our deck?
No, I was just saying yeah to make you happy.
Oh, it does make me happy.
It does, because that deck looks actually like it could not do anything in a reasonable time frame ever.
What's the bet? Like, what do you think I'd go in the league with it? Because I'm gonna stream it. Yeah. What do you think my record will be?
All right, tell you what. If you go better than 1-4, I will gift a sub to you.
I have monetization on my stream off. You got to do something else.
Oh wait, you turned it off?
I've never had it on. I just like to stream when I want to stream for fun.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Didn't realize that. Man, that makes it a lot harder. I feel like that is actually a good stipulation / prediction.
Right, how about you just admit that Siege on Ceratops is a lot better in Legacy than you thought it would be? If I can do better.
I'm not going to agree with that.
So that's worth more than $5 to you.
No, yeah. It's not. I actually just didn't believe that you would go like better than 1-4 in a league with it.
I'm gonna play in a league, and I think I'll go 1-4 is a pretty high bar. You're setting for me, but I think I can do it.
What's it? Okay, KM Brightbrill. I'll pull it up again just for you.
Ceratops is pretty good with Pestilence and the Snow Pestilence, whatever it's called again.
Withering Wisps.
Withering fucking Wisps. Oh yes. Look at this beautiful motherfucking pile.
Why is it called Pesta Oi? Is it just for mats? It's for mats, right?
He was in I was
Okay.
Oh my god, Negator coming through with the scoop. I'm 1-4 already. Jarvis, you scared now? I just need to win one match. I also seem like I've screenshotted it like I've cut off the top, but there's only one
and if you get any concessions, I count them as losses.
No, it's so unfair.
No, I just threw it. You're gonna try to game the system. I'm gonna fix the holes with the system.
No, I won't concede. I mean, I won't get people to concede. I'll never concede.
Why do we keep looking at the trash? Because someone wanted to know what the tech was.
Do you know I'm gonna play like Lich against Rug Delver and just crush them with it? Have you thought about you could just go like Turn 1 Mox Opal, Dark Ritual Lich?
Tom, if you lose this deck, I will just believe that you scooped on purpose. I will literally just believe it.
What, you think that I don't beat Tom all the time?
Correct.
Those Plague Spitters are because Plague Engine is lame and they're really sweet. And it's got combo. It's a combo with the Ceratops and Fungusaur.
A Flame can target any player.
I don't know. I think this deck is underrated. I think it's going to be a big player.
Hello Newt says, I will register my modern deck against it. I think your modern deck would beat this deck.
Yeah.
It's White Green Reclaimer.
I don't want to beat up on modern decks too badly with this. This is obviously pretty good. Erebos is for the control matchups, if you didn't guess.
Oh, I guessed all right. I remember registering that deck in Standard. It's good with Grey Merchant of Asphodel.
It is, yeah. Oh, I've got a really sweet deck on Arena, which is mono black with Phyrexian Obliterator and Bolus Citadel and Gary. I keep beating Claude and Nick up with it.
What is it? A brawl deck or a cube deck?
Historic.
Oh, historic. I see.
We've been doing this thing where we just play with each other and we just play kitchen tabletop. So we have like life gain decks and mill decks, and they're like we're only allowed a few rares in each, or like ones that would make sense. Like we're only allowed to play rares that we've opened in packs and stuff. And so like
oh, I see. So it really recaptures the kitchen table feel to it.
It's really, really fun. Like Nick opened a Baneslayer Ranger the other day, so he's like genuinely excited about it, and now he's playing it. It's pretty
wow,
fun.
What the heck? Tom's just gifting more subs.
More chests being opened. Let's go. Tom.
We're up to like 15 or 16 today.
So nice.
Wow. So math guy 31415, African 1227, skilled at luck, yellow hat, little mischief,
Did you say yellow hat?
yellow hat,
Yellow what?
yellow hat.
Is yellow what?
It's yellow hat. Don't you respect yellow hat that way?
I think it's yellow hat.
Are you gonna just keep saying yellow what? What's the worst format I ever played? Pro Tour Avison Restored was pretty bad, I think. Like, just on the all.
What did you play there?
I played Naya midrange. Because, like, so basically, that's the Pro Tour where everyone figured out that Wolfear Silverheart was, like, an insane card.
Oh, yeah. That's why Miracles won.
Yeah, but Miracle's deck had, like, 42% win rate or something, like, really bad, but Hane won because he 6-0 draft.
Yeah, but that was so fun to watch, that deck just luck sack into wins. I think I rewatched it a bunch of times, but yeah, that format seemed a bit miserable.
Drake has it right. His name is Yellow What, and my name is Jarvis Yo.
We've been getting some work done in the stream. We're just making sure people's names are right. We've been introducing people to the Wellstone Raider. We've been phoenixing. I think this is just the best time ever.
Yeah, it's I took this day off because I wanted to extend my Christmas a slight amount. And I have a lot of leave because I didn't have to go anywhere this year to play tournaments, except at the beginning of the year where I went exactly to Phoenix, which was in late or mid-February. Then I played with Grand Prix Austin, and then everything shut down a week later.
Yeah, I've had like so little time off this year. I just don't. It's like less than a week probably.
Do you accumulate? Can you save it up?
No, so we like. It's a small
I see.
company of 15 of us, so it's not essentially a bad thing. It's just bad for this year.
Right.
We were allowed to take off whatever we want. So like I could have, like, in the past, if I wanted to go to a GP last minute, I could just take Friday and Monday off if I wanted. So it's really cool to like do stuff last second, but it's not like we don't have a set number of days stuff. So yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, last year we were in Paris for Tunnel Weekend. Oh, good times. I was with Log and the Vintage crew. There's a lot of like bug mid-range discussions.
Yeah, I don't really like bug and vintage. I think it's like, how do I put it? I think it's really good versus Bazaar decks, but kind of bad besides that.
I played it a few times and it seemed good. I just don't play the format enough to like know exactly how to play it. But it's always one like it looks too fair, but actually is pretty good. I don't know.
I think Assassin's Trophy is really good in vintage is the actual answer.
It is, because it's a sinkhole. Yeah.
Well, it also is like one of the few ways you can main deck to kill a Bazaar that isn't Wasteland or Strip Mine. And
so it's a sinkhole.
Well, but also it has utility versus other cards.
Yeah.
You didn't let me finish my sentence, so for you
so
rudely chimed in.
Because I knew you were going to correct yourself.
You have no fans.
Maybe I have one fan.
Yeah,
Jax is my fan.
No, I've also seen a picture of your fan in your apartment.
Oh yeah, it's actually on top of my cupboards now, so I can't take another one. But I do have one fan in my room for the summer.
If you want to play Bug, you better be the better player in most of the blue matchups you're going to face. But why can I just play a deck that's more powerful?
Oh, look at all these fams I have in the chat.
Wow, Celine, I thought you were a fan of me. Oh, maybe you're a fan of both of us. How many subs before I will draft a metal worker for you?
Should we have a competition? Who likes me or you more?
Let's not.
I'm joking. We need to have that fight. We're gonna do.
Oh, you know what? I will let people gamble on the outcome of my next match via the prediction feature.
Okay. I'm gonna try and sabotage the match. Oh, wrong chat again. Wrong microphone. Does my fan oscillate? Depends what mood it's in.
Most fans oscillate by definition.
It's a weird English fan.
What? So how does that work? Like, can you explain how your fan works?
It doesn't sometimes. That's how it doesn't oscillate sometimes.
Oh. But most of the time it oscillates.
Yeah, when it works, it oscillates, yeah.
Okay.
It depends if I plug it in or not.
Okay, so what you're saying, it doesn't oscillate when it's not plugged in?
We're getting there. We got it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what you're saying is your fan doesn't do the thing when you don't want it to do the thing.
Correct.
That is we went the roundabout direction for that one, didn't we?
It's also a cheap fan, so it just doesn't work sometimes. But it's a fan nonetheless. Do you have fans in your room? I can see a radiator behind you, and I can see a Snoopy on the radiator. Are you trying to burn your Snoopy?
No, that's actually a dehumidifier. It actually makes the room cooler, but it's also not plugged in right now.
Does that mean it oscillates or not?
It does oscillate by definition because there's like a thing inside of it that tries to extract the moisture.
When it's not plugged in?
I'm not burning Snoopy at the stake. What? Oh my god. This is all your fault, Cal. I would never burn Snoopy at the stake.
I can't believe you're trying to burn Snoopy on an oscillating dehumidifier.
I don't even have words for what's going on anymore.
I need to predict. I can't predict.
You can't because you're a mod. Because mods can choose the outcome of the prediction, so they could just rig it for themselves.
Don't give me that power. I'm not ready to use it.
Well, yeah.
I'm not ready to be like making people's predictions up. Yeah, dehumidifying Snoopy at the stake.
That sounds bad for a lot of reasons.
Is your closet or cupboard open or closed?
Actually, let me take a look.
The cabinet.
It's slightly open. Do you want it to be closed?
We need to let chat decide. Does chat know about the commands? Close or...
What is it? Open all cabinets?
I can't type. Close. Chat knows.
Chat, do you want the cabinet open or closed? That's it.
All right, everyone spam cabinet.
No,
chat.
no spamming. Oh my god.
Just spam. Spam.
What's going on?
I mean, this was your choice. You chose to have your cabinet
I should
open.
delete those commands probably.
You chose to have the commands, and you chose to have me on the stream.
And Mike actually started a poll.
Everyone vote.
Okay, I guess this is a good use of the downtime.
We need to ask people why they have the opinion they have. Like, some people are closed cabinet people, some people are open cabinet people. You know, in England, we call part of the government cabinets.
Yeah, I do. They do that in the US. Like,
oh, do you? Okay.
It's not. It's like sort of a technical term.
Okay.
But, you know, I'm a fan of Clopen, which is half closed, half open.
Clopen, yeah.
Yeah, that's a math phrase.
Isn't cab a taxi in the UK? Yeah, cabs are taxis.
Open cabinet because transparency and entropy. All right, I'll open it. I'll open it more.
No, open it fully. We want to see what's inside. What's a lady? Touche. There is no government in the UK. It's just bumbling buffoons. Yeah, democracy prevails.
See, chat? Can you see the open cabinet?
What's in there? That looks messy, Jarvis. What's in there?
Like notepads and like binders.
What's in the binders?
Paper.
That's what a paper collector would say.
What?
It's what someone collecting paper would say.
I don't collect paper. It just happens to be in there. There's nothing on the paper. It's like lined paper you would have for like high school or whatever, you know.
Do you write deck lists on the paper?
No.
Have you seen that picture of like a guy drawing a picture on the tube, and he's looking over at a girl, and then the girl's thinking, oh, he's probably drawing a picture of me, and it zooms into the page, and it's just drawing 4 goblin lackey, 4 goblin matron.
All right, so 2 things have been redeemed. I have to go over this deck list. It has Fume Spitter, it has Dark Confidant,
nice.
Gatekeeper of Malkir.
This is sick. I like it. I mean, the numbers look really like fleshed out, and they know what they're doing.
There's 1 Cabal Therapy.
It's for the times you want to draw 1 Cabal Therapy, and not more.
I love
I can't.
Kraken Horde. I think this card is super sweet.
I think this deck could play one Wasteland.
It has 4 wastelands.
Yeah, but you cheat obviously. You put them in different lines. So if a judge is checking it, they're like, yeah, 4, 4, 4, cool.
Did I write down lists of deck on the paper? I did not.
Yeah, do you just write lists of what other lists of decks you have on paper?
No. It sounds
No?
very meta.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'd play Phyrexian Obliterator.
We might as well get Grey Merchant in as well then.
Jarvis, I thought this was a serious stream and we're trying to give serious suggestions. I mean, what are we trying to do here? Like, someone's redeemed their very hard-earned points and you're just making fun of it. It's not very cool, to be honest, but it is what it is. I'd also suggest, what's it called? What's the 4-mana 6/6 flying? You can't... Abyssal Persecutor. I would play that. It goes with the Cabal Therapy. It's a combo.
And we should play Recurring Nightmare.
Recurring Nightmare, how many?
1.
Torture's Existence is like strictly better.
No, it's not.
It's strictly better.
No, it's not.
It's if you have 1 swamp, it's strictly better.
What? Is that even true?
Yeah. You could have like 1-mana creatures. With,
You're 4-0'd
2...
into 4-1 with this twice?
Yeah, I've 6-0'd with it a couple of times, but
I don't believe any of you.
it didn't get posted because it was like 6-0 rather than 5-0.
Playing Nether Spirit? Alright. Anyways, I'm going to open a chest because that was redeemed as a thing. Oh, Orm also 5-0'd with it?
No, he's 6-0'd with it as well.
Oh, wait, but I have 107 qualifier points and 107 chests.
That means you have to open them all. So you don't have
No.
like mismatching.
No, that's not how that works.
Oh my god, it's Marrow.
That's the ugly looking Marrow.
I think it's cool.
No, isn't there another Marrow that looks cooler?
Maybe. Do you want to search for it?
I will search for it.
Wasn't that from Urza's Saga?
No, that's Moltani.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
The original
Awesome
Marrow, I
mouse.
think, is from Mirage Block, probably. It is.
Yeah. I like that artwork. It's cool. Really cool.
I think I like it better with this border, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, like, this
Mirage-
one's, like, it doesn't
Yeah.
look right.
Mirage is my favorite set for art as well.
Is it?
Just look. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I don't know if I told you. So Nick and myself made a cube, and he was going to play like loads of new ugly basics. So I spent like £200 on ordering just all Mirage basics. But it was so worth it.
So it looks like Dan Bob's fixed MTG bot because it now announces when the round's about to start or whatever.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen
Which
that
is
for
cool.
ages.
I think he fixed it because of the cube 4v4 thing.
Okay.
Like I think he did a bunch of work on the bot recently. All right.
Orem likes LED apparently.
That's right. LED is in Mirage, isn't it?
It's very cool artwork.
Gemstone Mine is in Weatherlight.
Yeah.
Also notable dredge card.
That's a depths card, thank you very much.
It's both. It's also it used to be an Amulet Bloom card as well.
And it's the Epic Storm card.
Do you know what S063 plays? I want to say Task, but I don't know why.
I don't. I recognize the name, but I don't know.
This is a keeper Gardos, I think, so.
Yeah. I never, like, unless it's in a very premier event, I just never ever look up opponents. Like, if I remember what they play, I'll know it, but I just enjoy it more when I'm playing properly, quote unquote. So, yeah.
It's kind of weird because a lot of tournaments this year have been open deck lists, so it's actually, like, sort of more accurate to do it the other way all of the time.
Yeah.
But
Okay. That could be many things.
But it's probably not Test because they don't play this card anymore.
Oh, S068, Alejandro. He won Vintage in Paris. Yeah, okay. I would brainstorm for a Buried Live.
Yeah.
Play the Maya first, yeah.
Yep.
Let's get it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Give me the money. Oh. All right. I'll probably be back. Like my first reaction was Dark Ritual and Phoenix. But they are kind of like another Delver next turn. Depends what we're playing because like depends if we think they're Delver or not. Because those who could put back Swamp and Lightning Bolt.
I want to keep the Lightning Bolt, so I'm going to put back, I think, Swamp and Phoenix. Does that make sense?
Because yeah, I mean it's the obvious one, but I'm thinking like we might want to Dark Ritual out the Phoenix next turn. Very maybe. But probably not. It's probably Delver. So yeah, put back Swamp and Phoenix. And probably get a Volk. Kind of awkwardly. I think leading with Island might have been slightly wrong over the Maya turn 1.
Oh, and then I could have played C this turn.
Yeah.
That's fine. It'll probably be fine, rather.
Yeah.
Man, Berry of Light would have been sick that turn.
It would have been so good.
Alright.
Okay.
That's fine. So it looks like a Delver Mirror.
It does. I was kind of hoping for like just a non-fair blue mirror, but here we are. So we played against 2 Snow, 2 Delver. Sweet.
This might be straight blue-red because they fetched another Tarn, though.
It could just be insulation against Wasteland, though.
True.
Like, we look like blue-red Delver. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Another shot. Come on. Okay. I guess put back Dark Ritual underneath and the Bolt probably. Oh, I guess the Bolt doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think that's correct. And I'm just going to play Arcanist.
Yeah, because we can daze it back.
Oh, I can't tap like that.
No, Jarvis, stop trying to cheat. This is why we have chat around to keep an eye on him, because he keeps trying to cheat by doing stuff like that. All right. I'll let that go. Because we're drawing Dark Ritual, and then we can, like, pond. Okay, fine. All right. Let's daze them. Yeah. Volk. Because we'll ponder off the island and etc. All right, let's ponder for a let's hit it this time. Okay. Oh no, we didn't put it. God damn it. All right,
did I miss stack?
Yeah. I think I told you to stack it badly though, so I'll take the fault for this one. I'll just play Delver then and play at the Volk. Because we actually kind of want them to waste the Volk.
Do I bolt them then?
No, I wouldn't, because we can ponder. We're pondering for a Buried Live, but if we hit a red land instead, it's not the end of the world.
Sure. Jax is disappointed that we didn't get turn 1 kills.
That's what happens when you don't put Lotus Petal in your deck. All right. So let's see if they're rugged now. I have a feeling now. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. That makes sense, actually.
Yeah. Okay. So they're playing around Daze rather than Bolt, which is obviously very good for us. I think it's interesting they did that. I'd Bolt now because we want to do it in return, so we might as well play around Daze. And with this on the stack, like they can't try and double Dazes at all because we'll just pick up the C. I would let this go. Oh no, we're getting the wastelanded. I would force this then, yeah. Because we're flipping it to a Dark Ritual, which is pretty bad.
It's very bad.
The Ponder is worth a lot, obviously, but the Arcanist is pretty bad as well. All right. Let's just hope they don't have an Oko in their hand now.
Let's just hope they don't have anything good anymore.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good stuff. Oh no. If we had the Black Source.
Yeah, then I would just slam, obviously.
Yeah. When you have Dark Ritual and plus Argolite Phoenix, it's a bit like a twin situation.
Oh. Wait, so maybe they're Pile? Pokepile?
Could be, yeah. Yeah, it could be. I still feel like it could be dealt with like one of the library. Dark Shower Delver. Exactly.
I would definitely do that if I had the option now, I think.
Yeah.
It seems 100% right?
You laugh, but it's really good.
I don't think Rug Delver should main deck library personally, but that's a very Daniel thing to do.
Yeah, I think one's probably fine.
I
Like,
wouldn't.
when
I
there's so
would
much-
just rather play more threats, like personally.
Well, it like is a threat versus versus snow.
It's not because like if you cut too many creatures, there's a lot of issues. I think.
Maybe. I probably would bolt in 10 there. All right. Now you look smart for not bolting. Attack, see if they bolt it. Nice. So actually, I was wrong to say you should bolt into 10 because now we can wait for it, unless it gets wastelanded, obviously.
If they waste me, I'll just bolt them. Obviously.
Yeah.
This was a very weird game.
Yeah, it was. Like, there was
I
a
think
lot
it's
of
going to
draw-
be over one way or the other.
Yeah. I wouldn't bolt here. If we draw a black source, we do want it. Because, yeah, okay. Come on, black source. Ooh, let's get it. Nice. All right. I guess we should take. Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean, they could have force here, which would be kind of bad.
Oh, should I have? What did I put on top? Buried alive instead of the land.
I think you put a dark ritual on top, which is fine because it's the Phoenix. Next turn. All right.
So I just have to bolt EOT and then play Phoenix.
Yeah, well, you might as well do it like now. Yeah. Yeah, I do it now because of days.
Yeah, sure.
So actually, no, dark ritual is better than the land because it plays around days. Counter spells don't exist. Maybe they'll pay 4. Yeah. All right. They've used 3 lightning bolts, so they could have like a hard cast. Okay.
All
fine.
right, we've killed them with our lava spikes.
Yeah. See, everyone in chat making fun of our dark ritual delver. This is how you do it.
I don't think anyone actually made fun of it.
Orim did. I've got my eye on him.
Ban force
Nice.
negation, 100% unfun card. I don't know who won the cube off actually. Does anyone know?
I think Jaybro's team did. Whichever.
Really?
I think
Oh
that's what
wait,
he
no,
said.
they were in the lead in the midnight hours. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm just going to run to the toilet quickly. I'll trust you to sideboard the same as before.
Hit good say second right is good with Dark Ritual? I guess sort of. Yeah, I don't know basic swamps. I don't think that actually happened. Pat Carm mobile versus like snow and like slow control decks, you board in Doomsday and it's like just an inexorable threat because you put Cavern and Thassa's Oracle into your pile. And it's hard for them to win. And it's like it's hard for them to cover both axes because they don't know if you're going to be like full Doomsday or full aggro. And in fact, you can be like both at the same time pretty much. So oh, I should have cited out the last force for the Oppo agent. Whoops. Forgot.
All right, I'm back, but I have a puppy on my lap.
Yay, puppies.
Should I turn my video on? Can you put it on? She's so sweet, but she's going to run away in a minute.
Okay.
Can you see? Oh my god, she's licking my face.
You know what?
Hello.
Whoops.
Hello, puppy. Hello. Right.
Let me resize that.
It's a puppy. Oh my god.
Hold on. Let me
See?
resize you.
Dun, dun, dun. Hello. So she's called Binky, and she's giving me kisses. And she's tired. She'll probably
All
run away in a
right,
minute.
you know they can see you now.
Nice. Hello.
I had that set up, but I didn't know if your internet could handle it, so I didn't ask.
So she's licking the microphone.
This is a dog stream now. Anyways, should I play Maya or Delta?
I would play Delta so you can get Island and Fuster Storm something if you need
Oh,
to.
sure.
Yeah. Dog cam.
Dog cam.
She's so sleepy. She usually gets really that's beer, don't drink that. She usually gets like really bored of me. Well, not me, but she gets bored of sitting on someone's lap quickly. She's gonna run away in a minute. Yeah, this seems good.
Yeah. So my philosophy is in these scenarios is I'm just gonna not do anything if they don't do anything because I think that's fine for us.
Yeah. All right, stay here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, it's looking good. This deck always went to like a basic swamp after sideboard. It was interesting.
I'll just a braided end step.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, I like a braiding end step.
I'm just gonna get all duels actually.
Yeah, I agree. Get like Badlands and a Volk. What you looking at? You keep yawning. Not you, Jarvis, the dog.
I'm yawning inside on the inside. Even though it's actually only like about to be evening for me, you know?
She's got bored of me. Where are you going, Mickey? I'm just going to chill in the room for a minute. All right. Yeah, so we're kind of fine having it days there.
I'm absolutely fine with that because I knew that was likely to happen. Then I can just untap and try again.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Where's she going? She's looking at my window now. All right. Yep, seems good. So leave up Volk, I guess.
Yeah, Volk.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the one I would prefer to get wastelanded as well.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm gonna just foster that.
Seems good. And I guess we hope they don't have a daze for that as well. It probably is worth forcing pitching a daze over this if it came to it. But it looks like we're fine. Cool. Yeah, this is
and then I
good.
feel like they've used a lot of resources, so I feel okay about what's going on.
Yeah, I like it. Like, hopefully just like, this looks like a, all right. That's fine, I think.
Yeah, I'm just going to brainstorm this turn and look for the thing, I think.
Yeah. If we find the thing, they get thinged. All right, I would ponder first.
Off Volk, I assume?
Yeah, yeah. Gives us the most looks.
Nice.
Go.
All right.
Easy game, easy life. This deck is broken. Holy shit.
I mean, I'm not sure about that, but it's performed really well in all of the... I think it's like okay versus the top decks and probably good versus other decks as well, which is a good place to be, I feel.
I will say, like, it's good and bad, but cutting the pedals does give you some explosiveness against combo, which I guess it didn't have forces before, though, or just sideboard it.
Yeah, so. I feel like this shell makes sense because your plan B is actually reasonable, right?
Yeah.
Like, the problem before, I think, is the plan B kind of sucked.
Yeah, it's true. It was always like a distraction tactic. Like, you never really sided fully out of the combo. Like, although there were sometimes, like, I often beat D&T by, like, Goblin Cray to make a beats and Young Pyromancer, because you would just, like, Colligan's Command and just kill everything, which is pretty fun.
All right, 3-1. Woo, woo.
Nice.
All right. I know you didn't want to stay up too late, but we should finish out the cube draft. Can you do that?
I'll do one more match.
Okay. And then once the chests come in, I know you're all for that.
I want chests.
Yeah, you're addicted to the chests.
I just like making you spew value, to be honest.
It's not that bad. Like, all right. Where's our? All right. Oh my God, we got stomped by that mono white deck so bad, didn't we?
I don't think this deck is bad. It's just it's like
it's incredibly like not.
It's like a 6. It's just like a 5 or a 6 out of 10.
Really? Yeah, that's actually probably about right. The real
Yeah.
issue with this deck is I think its mana is bad and it's not coherent enough. Those are the two big problems.
Yeah, I mean, it has a plan. It does have a nut draw of like Time One Brand, but
Yes, and we literally have Dark Ritual, Entomb, Reanimate.
or Shallow Grave.
But then that's temporary. I would rather just be there forever.
No, but you can draw like 21 cards.
Oh shoot, I have to pay out the prediction. 1 sec.
Oh yeah. How do predictions work?
People gamble on it, and then I. All right. We'll start a prediction for this cube match. Actually,
All right. Prediction was yes. Fake news. Fake news. I don't think it's a yes.
what? What was fake
Now,
news?
now I can show you the delicious beer I had. Look at this. Crunch.
Crunch? Is that a Jarvis beer? You said it tastes like coffee-ish.
It's a peanut butter milk stout.
I might like that. I'll take you up on that in 2022.
Okay, I have loads more in my fridge, so I'll save one for you.
In 2022, you'll save one of these until 2022.
It's probably fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Log T1 redeemed the Jarvis clap.
Nice. I'll do it as well.
Hmm.
Is mine better or worse?
Oh, this
No
person has a
money,
nice username. No money and Moto is a nice username.
What's the best Moda username you've ever seen, apart from White Faces?
Vendelian Misclick is up there.
Yes, that's my favorite as well.
But there's a lot of Jarvis Me is a classic. Who is actually Andrew Jessup.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna mulligan this hand. This is
I do have that account named after you. It's like Samwise BGs.
Did you actually make it?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is like such an
Oh my
awkward
God.
hand, but I have to keep.
Daddy
I
as
think.
well. Yeah, I'll keep this. The daddy is one of the best. Do you agree?
The daddy is like probably okay, I guess.
Wow. Just okay?
I don't know. Joking aside, I'm gonna bottom like this. Wow, this.
I'd bottom the Tessiga.
Yeah, I always have to say it's 1 to 6 drops. Oh, Unbanned Mental Misstep is like kind of a funny name in a lot of ways because I don't think that they could ever do that.
That's a shuffle.
I feel disaster coming.
I told
Okay.
you it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
Relax.
Are we just gonna Miracle Seduff and Snap Ponder on turn 3?
Yeah, totally. That's a great play. Easy game. I don't know why you always lose faith, Jarvis. Nice, nice. And then our Snapcaster can die and we can like reanimate it for value.
What value?
Snapcaster, flashback, reanimate, and then like when something else is
Reanimating
relevant,
what?
we're gonna find
Ooh.
Demonic Shooter. Dude, how good is that? That's so good.
Really good, actually. I think I'm supposed to.
Just take them all. We're going to be taking them all. It doesn't really matter the order, as long as the Frantic Surge is in the top 2.
Yeah. Maybe we can get them to tap out too, so I don't have to fear like a counter spell. Because I think that's like a danger.
We have no fear, Jarvis. We do not fear in the counter spell.
Well, also casting this Frantic Search doesn't do that much.
Wait, disguise the Frost Titan to reanimate.
Oh, actually, maybe that's reasonable to do this turn, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought that was the whole plan.
Well, we'll see what they do, I guess.
Yeah, that seems worth doing it. It's a shame we don't have triple black, so we can't like ride it and reanimate. But
Well, we can have
we
triple black,
can.
right?
yeah, so smart. Let's do this. Let's go.
I love Frantic Search as a mana fixer.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Who needs to tutor when you just draw it?
That is true. This is just good deck building. So, 2 swamps in the island.
Where's Jax? Jax has to be around for this.
Grizzlebrand. I would Murderous Rider first, just in case they have a Force of Will. But it's fine.
Joke's on you.
Well, we need to Murderous Rider now.
Yeah.
Oh, we can, but
Devasaur says I regret my bet on no. So I'm not gonna main phase draw 7 because I don't think that. I mean, like, what if you just go like Mountain Bolt? Like,
yeah, we don't need to.
if they cast Wrath, obviously I'll draw 7 and then probably be pretty far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Or Banishing Light, or whatever.
Yeah. Your finger is ready. You're ready to click.
I am ready.
All right, we could draw Force of Will.
Yeah, I'm probably supposed to do it now because that is like kind of annoying.
I think we would force that.
All right.
Aww.
Guess I'm not. But I have Pack Rat plus a lot of cards, so I don't know. It's probably fine.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully, they don't have like a removal for the Snapcaster as well. It'd be kind of annoying, but it's all right. Okay, we can.
Oh, I can kill with Blood Chief's Thirst.
We can actually just Dark Ritual Massacre Worm.
Yeah, that's probably better, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I mean, wait. Or we could like DT. We can Blood Chief's Thirst it, and DT for Force of Will and play Pack Rat. All right, I need to let my puppy out. Hold on.
Going with the Force of Will line, you all. Because I think that loses to not very much.
All right.
I decided you were correct because, like, this is like...
Can you say that again?
You were correct.
Just one more time?
No. I saw what you were doing. I gave you the satisfaction once. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
Yeah, no, this is definitely right. Like, it's so hard for them to do anything productive now, right?
Yeah.
And we can ritual out the Gristlebrand next turn.
Yeah, I don't think we even like force a Wrath here.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. And next time we probably just don't do anything but like discard the Dark Ritual and something.
What, you don't want to ritual out the Gristlebrand so we lose to Wrath?
Exactly. Well, we would then have the force, but then we'd like lose Supreme Verdict.
I also love that we have this in our Adventure Zone too as like more Wrath insurance.
Yeah. I mean, turns out drawing 9 cards more than the opponent is good. Funnily enough.
They're like white-blue mid-range, probably?
Yeah, it seems so.
Man, that frantic search into Gristlebrand was just the nuts.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I do think Reanimator's a really, really, really good deck in this version of Vintage Cube.
Yeah. You need to, like, obviously we didn't have it this game, but I think you really need Entomb for it to work.
Yeah, Entomb is great.
Obviously, Demonic Tutor is quite good as well.
Trying to resize you to look better.
You mean I don't look good enough already?
What is it capturing? Oh, never mind. I remember how I did it. And they're busy trying to decide how to make this play.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we have so much follow-up and they're already struggling it seems like they're just stuck on lands as well.
Did they tap mana and untap mana multiple times? I think they did, right?
Just once, maybe twice.
Chrome Mox, that's a tough way to do it, opponent.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Chrome Mox?
That resolves.
Well, no, I mean, how do you feel about in Vintage Cube in general?
I think it's overrated, but it can be really, really good in the right deck. Like I think it's like insane in mono red, and it's incredibly good in any storm decks that have draw 7s and stuff.
It's probably good if you have Tinker in your deck too, right?
Yeah, Tinker as well. Like I don't think it'd be fantastic in this deck.
Nope.
Yeah, and there's obviously some other decks. Like obviously it's not great in the artifact decks as well. All right, that's okay. That looks like a Massacre Worm hit. Go on, just get like a random.
So one of the reasons I think Massacre Worm is so good is hardcasting it is doable in a lot of games, and when you hardcast it versus the right deck, they lose, right?
Yeah, I think I underrate it, and I underrate like removal and stuff in this format.
Opponent! Oh. I'm sorry, I'm not force of willing any of those. Instead, you're about to get bodied.
Oh,
They
brutal.
can't even counter because Thalia walks out their own counters.
Yeah, that's so brutal.
Man, Death and Taxes players are weeping right now.
But the worm is smiling. It's such a like horrible, menacing smile. It's laughing at you.
I don't know if you drafted that format, but this is like one of the most ridiculous cards in original Mirrodin Besieged Limited.
I played a few like flashbacks over the last few years on Magic Online, but yeah, I can see how this is ridiculous and limited.
Scars Limited was notorious for having like infinity bombs. Like there was Wormcoil Engine, there was Contagion Engine, there was Carnifex Demon, there was basically 6 mana. There were just like 1,000 different bombs.
Yeah, was that the one with called off the Forge Fiend in as well? Because I remember that being insane.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Seems fine.
Yeah, I think that does not matter. Wait, they're at 11, so what can I attack with?
I'll play a Swamp because we want to be leaving at 1 mana to cast Forcible through the Wrath. So I guess we just attack with all 3. And like...
I'm just... Oh, hold on. Oh, I guess I can make 2 rats. Never mind. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If they double block the rat, we just make 2 rats. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, blue-white D&T.
Yeah, Masker of Worm was pretty good in M21. Although I think... Wasn't black the worst color? I'm trying to remember. I think it was, but... Like, funnily enough, it was this summer, but it feels like it's been actual years since I've drafted it. You know?
M21 is the one that I loved, and me and Marcus drafted loads of, right?
I don't remember anymore. It's possible for sure.
Yeah. It's got like Ritual and Swamp. Oh, we should have left. I guess it doesn't matter for spell pierce. But because the Tide Taker's dead, we could have left up Island instead, but
Nah, this gives them more hope.
You're so mean.
I know, that's really mean. But also now I don't even have to I probably should have left up the island, but whatever.
Yeah.
That kills me.
Yeah, I'd force that. Oh yeah, I would force that then. That seems so good. I forgot we're at 3 life. What a brutal force. Come on, no counterspell back. Oh, it'd be suck if we lost this.
It would be kind of And the Skull Clamp, they can't put it on that to kill us because it kills the flyer.
Yeah.
If it was a 2 toughness flyer, we would die.
Just to that without the Skull Clamp then.
Yo, what's up? Bryant is here. Bryant, we went 3-1 with Grixis Delver Phoenix in the prelim.
MTG, the Epic Storm. You know what? We can't even say ban Rite of Flame anymore because they fucking cut Rite of Flame. Bullshit. I'm going to sue them for this.
Are you?
I already made 2,000 fake, not fake, but like bootleg t-shirts saying ban Rite of Flame. Yeah, cookie indeed.
I don't believe you made 2,000 shirts.
You don't believe me?
No.
I'll show you one day.
I'm going to cut Narset, even though like it might be good for some, but they have a bunch of cheap creatures.
I guess. Ophiumancer seems good.
Oh, yeah. I should cut like...
I don't think the Null Priest is actually that good.
It has Menace, though.
They're not that aggressive.
I'm probably going to play it.
Okay.
Should I actually play this Baral?
Yeah, we can cut the Brawl. I think the Sword might be okay as well, actually.
Don't insult D&T on Twitter. No, I think that's the wrong lesson to take from all of that.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't be a jerk to people who you aren't actually friends with. It's the actual takeaway, I think. I
was on Team D&T, but not that I would take
it. I mean, I tell XJ that Thalia sucks all the time, but I only do it in PMs and in a funny way. It's like how people can tell me that land sucks, and I would A, agree with them, and B, also chuckle.
Yeah, but if you feel like you're being made fun of by someone you're not friends with, and it's like constantly as well, it's just
this hand is bad, I think.
I'd keep this. You just
really?
you're gonna just top deck a reanimate.
All right. I guess I have a tutor as well, and Frantic Search is like decent. All right, fine.
Yeah. Why would you not top deck reanimate? I think you're not.
I'm not even sure I want to reanimate Massacre Worm. Here,
no, you're gonna entomb for Griselbrand. Do you think that's a good play? Entomb and then reanimate Griselbrand?
I don't know. I'm tired of thinking about it now already. I'm exhausted just reading the words in this chat about that.
Yeah, same.
You made me tired, and I was already tired, probably.
Skullklampe. Oh my god. The combos.
Do I have to kill that token?
I probably would. Now that we do the swamp, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually would.
I feel like they're low on cards now, like, so maybe they just have no cards.
Yeah.
Shadow
Maybe
Clone loves our interactions, apparently. Whoa! I don't like this. Wow,
Ooh,
I feel 100% dead.
No, we're going to just draw reanimate. Like, come on. Where's your faith, Jarvis? Where is your faith?
I don't know. I mean, should I have faith on this board state?
Yes.
So they can get Tithe Taker. Oh man, they got Thalia. I wonder if you would get Tithe Taker because you can clamp it twice, but maybe not. I don't know.
Sounds good to me. I mean, they probably think Thalia is good against this deck, which it is. But we're just going to, like, draw reanimate, as I keep saying. Maybe they just play Thalia to clamp it.
Seems unlikely, but I guess it's hypothetically possible. What's going on? Is it like a Gideon or a Stone Coil for 5?
Nope, it's a Thalia. Ooh. That kind of sucks. We want to massacre them now.
Yeah, but the problem is it's in our hand, so...
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, that's from the prelim. I was so confused. I'm like, wait, did we somehow win? Because it looks like we're losing pretty badly.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Get Grizzlebrand.
Yeah.
And draw reanimate. Come on. Oh, Jarvis. That's fine. We can just take some damage and then we'll cast a Massacre Worm.
Yeah. But in the meantime, we might die to...
We're not going to die to anything. I promise you. As your friend, I'm going to tell you we're not going to die to anything.
We'll cast spells. We can cast this spell for a retail price through these two, and it'll be so good.
Look, it's 3 turns. That's 12 damage. It's fine. Legion's Landing Skullclamp's pretty good. Maybe
you
they
need
make
a third creature to flip it, though, I believe.
Yeah, you do. But maybe they just play so many creatures. Maybe they play 7 creatures.
BRB, sorry.
God damn it.
All right, you know what I'll do? We can start opening the chests.
Hell yes.
There's 10 on the stack, I believe, so...
I think there's 12 at least. You missed a couple while you were...
Did I actually?
Probably.
1 sec. I'm going to check.
What? No, just trust me. It's fine. There was definitely a few you missed. Brian donated 5 chests. Tell him, Brian. Cookie. Come on, Cookie. Cookie donated 5 chests to the cause. Orim donated 20 chests. Actually, Orim might have done 96 chests. You donated 5 subs so that you'd open 5 chests.
It actually is 12. You are actually
Yes!
correct.
I told you. That was totally not lucky.
It was very lucky. All right. We'll do one at a time.
Yep. Pay out the prediction.
No, we can't. We're still in the cube match. We're just waiting.
No.
This person said BRB.
We're about to win. Don't worry. Just pay it out now. Whoa! Aladdin's Ring. That card used to be a bomb.
I like this card with March of the Machines. It attacks for 8.
I like it with Voltaic Key.
Oh, so 13. We're up to 13.
Nice. Look at that. 13. Pretty unlucky. We're going to open 35 play points. Pretty good.
2.
Bonus. That was 1.
No, that was 2. Please
No,
stop.
no.
Don't. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on!
Whoa. That card is cool. It's a giant.
Is it cool?
It's got a really silly face. Look at the face.
It does have a silly face.
It's like it's seeing the fire for the first time.
That was 3. This is
All right,
4.
This is 2.
Why are you doing this? Please stop.
Okay, that
What
was
is this
3.
card?
Wow, you don't even know Rakshaka Death Dealer? What is it?
No, it's not. Rakshaka Death Dealer is the black-green tutu.
Yeah, true.
So you get out of here. I don't know Rakshaka Debaser.
I was trying to trick you, and you just can't trick you, obviously.
Yeah, that was chest number 4.
That was this chest number 2.
Why do you keep doing this? Right.
Maybe it was 3. Fine, it was chest number 3.
No, it was 4. This
It was
is number
3.
5.
I'm not good at counting. Ooh, you got a candelabra. It's pretty good. All right, 4.
Oh, it was 5. Please stop. Come on, just stop.
Stop what?
Stop saying the wrong number.
I'm trying my best. I don't appreciate you laughing at me like this. Ooh, these are cool cards. Orange Viper's sweet.
Yeah.
You know you can scrying sheets for it.
I did. There used to
And
be
you
like mono green scrying sheet decks in standard with
Nice.
this card.
You can scrying sheets for Ice Fan Coatl.
You can, but people hate that, so.
It's pretty sweet. All right, that was 4.
No, that was number 6. This is number 7.
What? No, you've skipped ahead now.
No, I did. Okay, please stop. Stop. Why?
You've definitely skipped ahead one now. This is 6.
Am I gonna drop? No, this is round 3, so probably not.
We tried to force Storm, but we got Grizzlebrand, and like Storm was.
Well, Storm was actually 100% cut in our seat. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that unironically. I would have taken Storm cards if they just weren't there.
7.
No, this is number 8. Please, come on. Come on. Chat,
Do you
make
remember-
them stop.
Do you remember how many chests you started with?
Yes, 109. Wait, flawless maneuvers 4 ticks? Nice.
That means it's 4 chests.
No.
Wait, so it's 7. Wait.
I'm just gonna ignore you saying words. This is our second Canyon Jorbia avatar today.
Kenyan Jorbs.
Canyon Jorbs. Yeah, Jorbs was here earlier. I don't know if Jorbs is still here.
Cookie, I can say something for you if you say one thing for me. I should to get a goddamn. Can I get a goddamn?
You know what I say?
I was ahead of him. I got it.
No.
I know.
You
I know
know
what
what
he
I
wants.
would actually say? You have no fans.
Yeah, you got no fans. Come on
Look, I don't make the rules.
now.
This is
You
number
got well
10.
rated with rules. Trove Warden. Can I get a hell yeah? It's from like a super American band, and when I met Brian, we were singing it a lot. I introduced them to the pleasures of Can I Get a Goddamn? Goddamn hell yeah!
God damn, hell yeah. Like that.
Yeah, very good. Whoa! Okay, this is cool. This is-
The set symbol is off
It's
off
so
now, right? Like,
That's so off.
that's kind of cool, actually.
What's the flavor text? Oh, go back.
Oh.
Whip the
Whip the
X's,
X's, pinch
the O's.
those. What are we building? No one knows. Oh, that's funny.
That's cool.
Yeah. This used to be like, people used to love this card.
Little Kid Abzan. It's cool.
I remember.
Oh yeah, so Cookie thought Sammy and I thought we were doing a wrestling impression. We asked you to do your best American impersonation, and I just went, "God damn hell yeah, motherfucker!"
God damn, hell yeah.
Isn't that how all Americans sound?
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
pretty sure. Yeah.
This card's so boring.
Yeah, that is a super boring.
All
card.
right, we have one more chest left, and you're not going to trick me.
Okay, we're saving 2 more chests till the end. I like it.
You should immediately just try to trick me.
No, I'm not doing it on purpose. All right, we're going to draw a Dark Ritual.
That's not even good here.
It's +1 card in the graveyard, +1 storm count. I mean, I don't know what you want.
I don't want to draw a Dark Ritual here.
Okay, fine. Maybe we draw a Nausea.
That would be good here. Nausea would be very good here.
Mm-hmm.
Nausea would actually just be Wrath.
I wonder if they should actually clamp one of these. Probably not, but
I don't know. And I mean,
from our side, I think it's scarier if they do. But it depends what they have in hand.
it's scary both ways, frankly. The actual worst outcome is they hit us for 4 again and then clamp one of them next turn. Or
Maybe.
like 2 turns from now, rather, right?
Alright, that's a good clamper. Like if they draw Brimaz now, it's pretty bad. Why on earth does Skullclamp draw 2 cards? Like it's
Because it was changed last second to do a lot of things.
it's such bad design. God. All right. It's fine. They're going to play 4 more creatures, not the next turn, but the turn afterwards. And then they just no 6. They need to play 3 more creatures,
But not this turn. The turn after.
and not this turn. The turn afterwards. Yeah, maybe they go like something empty the Warrens.
By the way, do you think Null Priest looks better versus this deck now?
No.
Okay. I was just checking. But the Legion's Landing plus Clamp might be problematic, actually.
Well, unless they just get Massacre Wormed. Massacre Worm's good against Clamp.
Technically true.
We might just win with this Massacre Worm.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Oh my god, it's FGC in the chat. We've been speaking with English accents a lot tonight.
You have no fans.
You got no fans. You want some? You want some? Come on then. I'll give it you.
Yeah, if you come into the fan store, you can have all the fans you want, right?
Unless they're sold out.
Oh, that's sad then.
It is sad. I don't make the rules.
But what if you could make the rules?
Well, it doesn't stop the fact that we've sold out of fans. All right, we've got
I think it's pull, Celine, but I don't remember.
I'm trying to vote.
You're just voting for yourself. Voting for yourself is real like BS. I'm not gonna vote for myself.
I would never vote for myself apart from against you.
Look at me go.
Everyone vote for Jarvis, not Jarvis.
Yo, what's up, Colin Roundtree? You're the rules around bangers?
Yeah, FGC misspelled Jarvis.
Yeah. See, this poll is not going to go well because everyone misspells my name. It's also Jarvis Yo, not Jarvis You today, right?
Yeah.
Wow, you just pushed it as much as possible on purpose, didn't you? Also, my phone is taking forever again. Like, this is actually just painful.
Oh, I like Ranch Tree's one.
What
That's
is
good.
7 at our
I won.
$1?
I won.
What happened to the second right deck? I leave
tried
it to more powerful magicians than myself to play that deck.
I tried to get Jarvis to play it and he refused. He was like, I do not have the power to wield such a powerful thing.
When you say powerful, do you mean what least powerful thing if I've seen?
That's pretty rude.
Yeah, but Paraceline, you're not allowed to vote for yourself. I don't make the rules, I just follow them.
I make the rules and so do I.
Rite of Flame and Phoenix. Rite of Flame doesn't really cast Buried Alive very well, so probably not.
Yeah, Jarvis is very hard to spell. I can't spell Jarvis.
What? That plays around Massacre Worm. I hate it.
Rude.
Should I just cast this? I probably
can
should.
We can draw Reanimate.
Yeah.
Come on, Reanimate. We probably win if we do. Come on. I don't think we should cast a Night's Whisper.
Really, what gave it away? The fact that I would die if I cast Night's Whisper, and also I cannot cast Night's Whisper?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Dude, look. We're going to 1 life next turn. If they just play 1 more creature, the Massacre Worm does win. I guess I'll discard.
I'll discard the island, I think.
Oh, the Force. Okay, yeah, sure, island. Look, oh no, the Stonecaller Serpent doesn't die to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a small chance. No, we're not Dobbs. Oh no, they equipped to the Stonecaller Serpent. Yes.
Maybe they won't do it.
Yeah.
No, that's the hope. Like, the thing is, if they do that and we have Fatal Push, it's not great.
They probably will do it, but...
Look. Also, I hate the fact that we were 11 minutes up. Like, it's really bad, right?
Yeah, I would have conceded this match if it wasn't on stream earlier.
If I was just by myself, I would probably just go and get snacks in between while I'm waiting.
Yeah, or maybe I would have just like gone on other things to talk to people. But it is a long difference. But it gives us more time to talk about very important things, like we have been the whole stream. We've had some very good discussions today. We've enlightened people about things. All right, what are they doing? They are... I guess if they have... Okay. Okay.
That's
Have they
basically
seen stuff
unbeatable,
customers?
actually, unfortunately.
Yeah, how to beat Callums, be slow, totally. All right, fine. They got us. We cast start Rachel in response.
Why did they take so long?
All right, let's just turn one Gizerbrand in game 3 and get it over and done with. Do you think that's a good idea?
I agree. Definitely has a good point. Scoop this match, console myself that they would have gotten match loss for slow play and celebrate by opening more chests. Probably double queuing.
Yeah.
All right. Given the number of 2-1 first strikers that they show, I think this is actually a good card versus them.
I agree.
And I begrudgingly agree that this card is not good versus them.
You should always listen to me.
I sometimes listen to you, yeah.
All right, sometimes is pretty much what is the best I can ask for. Ophiumancer is weirdly not fantastic.
It's fine. You get to chomp like every turn, and you just want time until your Massacre Worm, right?
That's true, yeah. That's a good point, Ducker. My barrel is really busted against Thalia.
Yeah, counters Thalia both ways. You can block it, and you can not beat Thalia taxed. So it's basically, it's ideal magic.
Yeah. I love Burrell. Such a good card. Apparently, Burrell was like super busted in French 1v1 Commander, as you can expect. It's just Burrell and then all the counter magic.
Yeah, they banned Brawl in like 1v1 Brawl when it was on MTGO. Like when it was like a 1v1 like Brawl scheduled premiere every Saturday, if you remember that.
I do remember that. Brawl did seem pretty gross.
Well, it turns out like when you have guaranteed cost reducer on turn 2 plus counter spells, it's just like super oppressive, right?
There's an LSV video series. I might go and watch that actually. Sounds pretty fun.
Just also, like often they would actually just play Brawl on 3 and just have counter backup for it, right?
Yeah.
Like a Mana Leak or some like Rune Snag or I don't know, whatever else you want to say. This opponent really is making us like wait the maximum amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, how many chests do I have left? 7. Well, you missed your chance to troll me because the answer is only 13.
No, we need to open 3 more then. Oh, right, look at that art. That's very cool. Well, because we got Rakdos the Defiler, I think you should open another chest. Think of what's in the next one. It could be
open one for the boys.
Yep.
And open one for the girls, and one for the non-binary pals. All right, fine. I'm calling it after that.
That sounds like 3 chests to me.
96 to go.
Ooh, look, Tamio. That's
that won a Pro Tour.
Yep, that's what we were talking about earlier.
Alexander Haynes.
Back, so we need more. All right. All right. Well, that one's bad, so we need to open another one for that.
No. You don't get to change the rules. I said 3.
All right. If this is bad, we should open another one.
No, we got unbeatable mythic, unbeatable rare, and 5 play points.
P Mega said I'm back. Open one for me. You need to open one for P Mega. And one for the mods. Oh, this is so close.
Should I just keep and just like jam the things anyways?
Hell yeah! Like turn 1 Dark Ritual into Night's Whisper. And
is that better than just? Yeah, actually, I probably have to do that, don't I?
Yeah. And then hopefully draw lands. We could like play Tassagir or something.
Yo, Ginky MTG, thanks for the raid, my friend. Hope you had a good stream. We're finishing up a cube draft.
We need to open one for Ginky. And one for the mods. And one for all the people that call themselves players. And one for Dokomoy. There's actually quite a lot of chests you need to open, Jarvis.
I understand that people are trying to get me, but what does the channel points reward do if...
How many do you need? I don't have very many channel points. I don't watch you enough. Wait, did you give Francis one?
Yeah, I think so. I counted all of the subs.
I think you didn't. Punch of Chances. Callum, what is your pet deck and legacy? Probably was Phoenix for a while. I thought about Dre as well.
We didn't have it.
I don't think I have a pet deck right now.
You just subbed because you're watching all my YouTube VODs? Sweet. Yes, I've opened more than that at once. I'll link you to that clip, Colin. You probably have seen it, actually.
Yeah, but do you want to ride that high again?
Not particularly. It was actually by accident that time.
I know, but it was probably the best feeling you've ever had.
No.
No?
No.
That was a very sad no. Okay. I believe you. I bet you sold all the cards for way more than they're worth.
I actually ran the numbers. I was down money after doing that. What the hell was this? Are we gonna, like, be...
Oh, my God.
Like, they're gonna make us wait forever and we're gonna lose to this.
Oh, no, we've packed right into Ophiomancer. Or we could just play Kasiga and, like, get rid of the Grizzler brand.
Do you think that's right?
I think it is, actually. Like,
okay.
I think because the pack rat it means we take 6 damage, and then top decking reanimate is pretty bad at that point. So I think we're just on like the cast big creatures plan. One for the Wellstone Raider, yes. Oh, they're gonna play like the Elspeth here and jump it. Okay, that's right. And I guess we can Ophiomancer, and I probably wouldn't attack.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, it's kind of close actually.
Actually, I would.
Wait,
I think it
shouldn't the it's a death touch. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we don't want to take 6 for a removal spell, but they have 1 card in hand, so I think it's actually a good exchange.
No, because if they had a removal spell, they would have removed the turn instead of playing Ring Mirror and attack us, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I hope they drew Parallax Wave and can't cast it.
Yeah, that'd be good. Very much okay. All right, Ophiomancer is looking really good here. God. All right, I don't think we're attacking with Tusker now because they can double block. Frantic Search is kind of bad. I would just play Pack Rat and look to be discarding the Frantic Search because we want the Frost Titan as well.
And playing my land out definitely makes sense now, I think.
Yeah, we want to hit land drops. All right, so we're taking 2 from the Ringmare, but if they have Parallax Wave, it's kind of a beating actually. God.
This person played so slow and we're gonna die.
Yeah, this is kind of fun. I hate losing to like this time difference. It really drives me crazy.
Prelims are only 4 rounds now, log T1.
Incredibly frustrating. Like I'm happy losing. It's just when it's like this, it's like, oh, mate.
So I can Frantic Search into like nothing really.
We can have 2 Pack Rat blockers next turn. So like block. So we're just gonna take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Go to 4. Okay, we actually have to chunk block the Brumaz with this Pack Rat. And they're still being super slow.
I'm kind of salty, actually. Like, this is super frustrating. But whatever. I don't think I'm drawing dead, I'm pretty sure. Wait, no, I can't even kick it.
Yeah. Oh, well, concede and take solace in the fact that yeah.
So I was thinking I could hit Massacre Worm and Reanimate and actually would be good enough, right?
That's true. Yeah.
But I did
Good
not.
point. Well, whatever.
Alright, I'm not going to Salt Off because that's like super BM, but I'm really annoyed.
Maybe they just have a slow internet connection. It's still frustrating.
No,
for
they
us
said
or person.
BRB.
Yeah, I know. But
So like
the-
that indicates to me, and like they also just randomly slowed down and sped up, so that's not most likely not a slow internet connection.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're at 2,000 play points exactly, so I can't open any more chests. That's a shame. That's a shame. It'd be a shame if people subbed and made me open more chests to mess up that number.
I think you take
Or
one
follow.
more. But you know what's better than 2,000 play points?
2005 play points.
Yeah, there we go. That's just straight math.
It is
I mean,
straight math.
93 is a really ugly number. I think you should at least open 3 to get to 90.
Look, I will see what the chat does, but in the meantime, you know what? I will let you pick who we should raid in a second.
Okay. Let me see if... The only person playing Legacy I can see is Anurag.
Alright. Oh, I have to pay out the prediction as well. And someone did sub, so I have to...
Yes, there we go.
Alright.
Yes, thank you. Open a chest for me who spent 4 hours hanging out on stream and showing everyone the wonders of Worldstone Raider.
Is everyone just trying to get reasons for me to open more chests?
No. Why would you think such a thing?
Because that's literally what it feels like. I don't know how to answer that question, right?
Two more chests and I'll stop asking you to open chests. 2 more chests and I'll stop asking you.
Fine.
Just 2 more.
Fine.
3?
No.
You keep opening rubbish though. You need to open something good. But you know how betting works, because the more bad stuff you open, the better the next things you open will be.
That's literally the opposite of how it works.
No. You just need to open more to find out. If you open all of them, I bet you'll open some really good stuff. There we go. Lodestone Golem. That's worth like 20 tickets.
No, it's not.
Well, the next card you open probably is worth 20 tickets.
Well, that'll we have to save for a different day.
Okay. All right. I'm happy we got you to open like at least 5 extra tickets. Chests.
You said tickets. It probably wasn't 5 extra tickets.
I don't know. Yeah, dude. Lodestone is 40 tickets. Look it up.
It's not. All right. I'm going to raid on Org now. Thanks everyone for being here. I'll be back. I'm not sure. Wednesday or Thursday or something. Anyway,
Goodbye,
see y'all.
everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.